Hello! Welcome to the table. I'm Nate Garland, your historian for this evening. Hi, everybody!
Hi.
How are we doing?
We're doing great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And I am excited for tonight.
I'm scared. Why? But I always.
Okay, when I say that, I'm always excited.
That's true.
So
That's
I'm
true.
always excited to play.
Me
so
too.
excited.
I'm excited for these sessions.
I'm just always
missed you
slightly
all.
scared.
You should be.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Without further ado,
Yes.
before we begin, let's open up the records for review. During a now typical day of patrol in Proxtrania, Cricket and Richard hear a scream and explosion from the old city. The men rush to find two groups of civilians engaged in a firefight. A woman lies injured in the street, and the men begin to assist as best they can. The other members of Ada Squad arrive on the scene and either assist with the rescue of the woman or begin exchanging fire with what appears to be a street gang or rebels. During the skirmish, Lydia chases a member of the gang while the rest of Ada Squad talks with the other group, now known as the Ludrisk family, a local mafia. The other group is revealed as the Bjorn gang, a rival faction seemingly trying to expand their territory. Cricket and Richard bring the injured woman to a local clinic for evaluation. Lydia gives her prisoner over to the Ludrisk men, and Ada Squad is told by Rashik Jaroska to not get too involved with the business in the old city. Richard invites Ada Squad to dinner, along with Esmeralda, who wanted to thank them for all their assistance in saving her life. After a dinner with the Wormans on Oliver's birthday, a time of Operation Vargansbane is on the horizon. A young man sits in a bookstore as the early morning light begins to bathe the room in a soft glow. His mop of blonde hair allows a lock to fall into his eyes. He blows it away as he reads the daily news. Thankfully, just the usual drivel. A spurned nobleman here, a burglary there, nothing to be concerned with. He begins his daily routine as the kettle begins to whistle. Rising from the chair in the back of the store, he pours himself a cup of tea before walking into the office in the corner of the store. Setting the cup down, he kneels in front of the safe. He enters the combination and begins checking on the contents. Profits, ledgers, petty cash, all accounted for. As usual, he takes a sweep of the room behind him before pulling the false backing of the safe down, pulling out all the records hidden there. He lays them all on the desk, once again checking the storefront and seeing only a few people walk by on the sidewalk. Every record, testimony, date, time, and theory researched by his grandfather is meticulously categorized. Nothing out of place. Nothing missing. His daily sigh of relief escapes his lungs as he gathers them together, placing them all behind the false backing once again. He closes the safe, remembering to spin the dial to reset it. Picking up his tea, he heads back into the store proper and turns on the light before turning over the window sign to greet the passers-by with a welcoming open. He smiles, and then quickly rushes to the mirror when he remembers he had yet to check his appearance. No wrinkles in his suit, hair at a manageable chaos. As he checks his teeth for any foodstuffs, the bell tinkles as a gentle voice greets, "You look fine today, Declan. Immaculate as ever," the young woman comments as she closes the door behind her. Good morning, Your Majesty," he stutters as his cheeks flush from embarrassment. Did she see him picking his teeth like a peasant? "Declan, we've known each other since we were little. Would you kindly call me by my name?" she replies as she unwraps the scarf around her head before placing the spectacles that hid her eyes in her front shirt pocket. Yes, of course, Yoga," he stutters again. "Would you like some tea?" he says as he scrambles to get the cups together again. "Please," she responds, as she notices the sign in the window. "Dick, would you mind if the store would open at least an hour later? It's much too warm in here to wear this getup," she says before flipping the sign over. No, not at all." Is it too warm? Should I lit the fire? His question is cut short by the sound of a cup shattering on the floor. Bother. The queen chuckles. No, it's fine. Let me help you, she says, kneeling to pick up the glass before the young man can refuse. Her short bob of dark hair falls into her face. She blows a lock away from her eyes. At the same moment, the young bookstore keeper does much the same. Their eyes meet again, as they laugh into the silence. Thank you, the nervous young man says, softly before clearing his throat, and stands. Let me get you another. Please, have a seat, he says, while carefully procuring another cup for the queen. The young woman walks to the comfiest chair in the bookstore, as she has done since she was a child. Declan hands her the cup before asking, "What's so urgent, Viola?" he asks, his nerves forgotten. The queen curls herself into the chair and takes a sip of the tea before answering. "Can you help me with something, Dec?" she asks, her eyes meeting his. Well, I guess depends on what it is, he says, slightly taken aback. 30 years ago, my father disappeared. I wasn't even born yet. I never met him. I want to know what happened. She takes another sip of tea. Unsure of what to say, the young man sips his tea and remains silent. I don't. He pauses before continuing. I don't believe he's dead. Nothing was ever confirmed. A short silence before Declan responds. So, what? Oh, yes. What do you need me to do? She looks at him, the full force of her sparkling blue eyes locking his in place. I need you to find him. Thanks for joining us for episode 10 of Welcome to the Tube.
My parents did.
And we're back. March 16th. I just love it. Every time you scramble for the date.
Well, it's because you're going to ask in about 5 hours.
I swear, if I lose another trivia...
March 16th, 6:17 AC. Early in the morning, C8 wakes to the end of their basic training.
Finally.
There's a nervous energy mixed with cautious excitement felt among the various squads of C8. Despite the unknown dangers ahead, even those who came to Deckervos against their will feel a camaraderie with their squad mates and seek to protect them wherever they end up. You guys all wait in your bunk in Proxtrania. The rest of C8 is kind of packing their things, getting things ready. The Reshik comes to you, Rock, hands you a letter with an official Falstat wax insignia.
I just nod and put it in my...
He looks at you.
Alright. I'm gonna... Okay. I don't normally like to read in front of people.
So there is two
I can read it. I can do it.
Okay.
there's two letters inside this.
Oh.
First, you pull out a letter that feels like there's something inside. You open it up, and like a small key falls into your hand. And the note.
I go to like put it in my pocket and like look at him for like assurance, like.
And then he kind of like turns and just walks away. He doesn't say anything. Doesn't make any sort of. But the little note, the small letter, says "Safe House for Operation Vargansbane.
Don't you guys write this down? This is mine.
46 North Zetas Street. Informant will meet you at noon. Go immediately."
Could you write it down? Because I'm too slow.
I know.
Okay, thank you. That was the one. Put it away.
Along with another letter. Rachman Vadev, you have been nominated for a promotion upon your completion of basic training. We are honored to bestow upon you the title of Reshik in your oversight of Ada Squad. Congratulations for the greater good. Inside the letter is a uniform patch signifying the rank of Reshik.
No, sir.
Please add 20.
No, right.
Please add 20 max to your IP.
Ooh.
Woo! I gotta change my.
That's what the letter says?
Shut up, guys! You're taking this moment from me.
Everybody's getting their stuff together, and Javorska says, "Transport arrives in an hour. If there's anything you need in town," he's kind of saying this to all of the squads.
Mm-hmm.
So
I put my patch on, and I just stare myself in the mirror, and I go.
I walk into the bathroom. Excuse me, I need to pee.
I'm not in the bathroom.
Where else is a mirror?
There's a small mirror on one of the desks.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I walk past the desk and say I need to pee.
Wow, Rock,
you get to be using the corner.
You look different. Oh. 10 IP.
20 actually.
20. Oh, or more.
10 or more.
Reshik.
You don't like.
Do I
If
have
there's
to-
other
do-
people,
do I have-
like if there's like a superior around.
Okay. Congratulations.
I shake his hand firm. Make sure you're packing your things. We have to make it look like we're leaving.
Yes, sir.
You don't need to do. Just
Packing up.
you have to act like we're leaving today.
I just act like it.
There's so many pillows on your bed.
Am I allowed to? I'm allowed to take these, right?
I'd like pull him in. I'm like, we're not leaving with them. We're staying here. We're like leaving.
Oh.
We're leaving. We're leaving here.
I'm
leaving here.
so sad to leave. Okay, I got her.
Stay in Proxtrania. I'm not going with them.
I'm so sad to leave Poxtrania. Can't. Where do I put all my stuff then?
Where are we at in like the where is C8 at in there? Like are they going outside or are they all still packing?
Yeah, essentially you guys have free reign for an hour until the transport arrives. Like some of them are going to go get, stopping for one more pastry in Proxtrania before they leave, something like that.
And would we know is all of C8 going to the same place or every?
They are going all over the place.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it. That's important.
From here.
Yeah. From here, they're spreading out.
Yep.
I didn't know if they were all just gonna meet
I'm
up
acting
again.
like I'm packing up as well.
Yeah, I'm packing up, but with a newfound posture of superiority, and I'm making sure that my breast is protruding to the point where it would be hard to overlook the Reshik patch. But I'm being modest about it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm actually packing up.
Okay.
Like, I'm actually, like, sealing my bags, putting
Sure.
everything away.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, same, like, I'm
well,
actually-
Y'all are like, I'm
Yeah.
around.
I mean, we're
Pretending.
well, it's like,
Like pretending, but like
we need
packing
to,
up
we are
so you might be
we're not
unpacking.
leaving Proxtrania though, but it's like we need to.
We don't know necessarily if we're going to different spots.
I know where we're going.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we're going to safe house. No, I didn't. Listen, we're the only people in this room. I got the orders. Where we're going.
That's good.
We saw when he gave them.
You didn't know. You don't know what was in it.
You read it out
I
loud.
didn't read it out loud. I sounded out some of the words.
Safe house was a hard one, wasn't it?
You guys are you're so
Lydia's
privileged.
trying not to laugh.
You're so
as she's packing
privileged
up her stuff.
to have gone to school like where you like. Sorry, like we all come from different walks of life. Can we not just accept each other?
It's gonna be all right.
I thought that
You're gonna
getting
be
a
a great
basic
Rich.
training would feel different.
Like, you're a caterpillar turning into a butterfly?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was more just like a little bit changed every day for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like a real soldier.
I grab his sleeve and like lift it up, and I'm like, look at this, and I like lift him by his wrist. I'm like, there's no flab on here. There's no loose skin. You're pure muscle now. Before you were just like a lanky nothing. You were just a weak. Now you're just a stud.
I think that's the
You
first
think
compliment I've ever heard you give
Well.
your brother.
Well, it's not really to his credit. Like he didn't really have a choice.
Yes.
If he didn't run every day, he would have been put in the pit. If he didn't lift his weights every day, he would have been put in the pit. Maybe shot on sight. Who knows? I guess that's my decision now.
I think I'm gonna miss it.
Oh no, we're still gonna be running every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, great. How about you, Oliver? How do you feel?
Well, I am not ready. Is that okay to say?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much what I was saying.
Okay, right. I was thinking, sometimes when, like in my brain, I knew we were going to head somewhere else, but like, I was thinking, basic training's done, I can go home.
That's a really interesting thought that I don't know why you'd ever think that.
Yeah, I don't know why you would think that. Do you want to go home?
I know, like, it wasn't going to happen. It was in my brain, and
There's
couldn't-
hardly a home to go home to.
I thought you volunteered to be here,
I did.
but you want to go home.
Yes!
Listen, if you want to go home, I'll get you out of here. You just let me know. I look around like
Hey.
I'm like obviously like.
What's
this
more
guy.
important, Oliver? Going home or protecting those at home? That's how I look at it anyway.
Yeah, well,
At least here you're doing something about it. If you were there, what you'd be doing? Just hiding out?
I mean,
No, not for me. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to make a change.
Did you do the assignment I gave you last night?
You know what? I did.
I'm impressed.
Let
Show it to me.
Let me just go. Okay. It's here somewhere.
I'm sure it is.
I passed her last week's assignment.
Cricket, you know that this is last week's.
How can you tell?
Because I created this curriculum specifically for you.
You know, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
It's all right.
I'm gonna grab Yannick and Morvid and pull them into the hallway. Do we have a hallway here?
Yes. It is a building.
It is a building. I couldn't remember if we were in if we were in a singular building and then I couldn't remember if our beds were in like a building of its own. We just walk out the door. I pull them into the hallway. I'm like, listen, guys, I know I'm excited, clearly, about my promotion. But I want you guys to know that you two specifically, I respect you both. And I don't look at Marvin, actually. I'm not looking at Marvin.
Are we friends?
I respect you both. And so if there's ever a point where you feel like there's not something's not being said that needs to be said, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, I want you guys to know that you are very respected in my mind and that your opinions matter. And I don't want... I want the best minds on this operation. And you guys are the best minds. I don't look at Morbid.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to do that. If we're in front of somebody, like a superior officer, please, yes, do that. But we're colleagues. I was gonna say friends, but me and friends, assuming friends. I would hate to assume that we were friends. I did look at Morbid that time.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, thank you. You don't have to call me that. Yes, yeah.
And Yannick goes back inside to finish packing.
I'm sorry.
4. Just want to make sure we're on the same page here.
For throwing the friendship thing at you when it wasn't expected. In an attempt...
You need me to reboot you?
Thinking back on our conversation, I did...
Which conversation?
Our conversation in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. That one rings a bell.
Mm-hmm. I did call us friends.
That's crazy because I feel like you said that we weren't friends. And then you said that I don't want you to be my friend. Is that how you feel? No matter what was said in the hospital, do you still feel like that I shouldn't want you to be my friend? Because that kind of says a lot, doesn't it?
No, I want you to be my friend. When I said, can I be honest with you?
Yes, you could be honest. That's all I'm asking for.
When I said that in the hospital, it was with ulterior motives.
Being...
I wanted to use your influence.
I said in the hospital that if you needed anything, that I would give it to you. That you already had the influence.
Yes. I was wrong about my response.
Listen. When we were leaving the Snowcat, the Snow Prowler, and I said only you, that was me putting my full trust into you. I'm not asking for your full trust into me. But you know enough about me and about what's going on that you know that I trust you fully. So you can take advantage of that if you want. But please don't.
I don't want to. And in the spirit of having equal footing, I have something to tell you.
Oh, she's a spy.
No, I'm not. I'm not a spy.
I don't know.
I don't know if I would get in trouble for telling you this, which is why I haven't said anything to anyone.
He's like just panicking. Like,
Please don't panic.
I'm not. It's just
fine.
this is a lot.
This is
This is
friendship groundwork.
a lot. Okay.
Kivos Leopold.
Uh-huh.
He pulled me aside. And he told me... Well, he put Oliver in my care.
Right. I feel like that's obvious.
With the threat that if Oliver doesn't make it, neither do I. He threatened me.
That sucks so bad.
I know.
That sucks so bad.
I know that he's not your favorite person in the world.
He's not even a person to me. He's like the worst living thing I've ever experienced, and I have seen disgusting creatures in my life.
Why? Why do you say that about him?
He doesn't want to be here. You would think in the moment that we need him most, he's going to rise to the occasion or turn the other way. He said 2 minutes ago that he wanted to go home. That's not what we need. And now I can't even accidentally kill him. I mean, wait, hold on. It's not... I already told him before we left Deckerverse, I said that, and now this changes. I said that if you fell behind, I was going to leave him behind. I said if you fell behind, I was going to leave him behind. And now, I feel like, because I like you as a friend and a comrade, and now I've entrusted... Now I feel like I can't do. Now I feel like I have to protect him. That just. Now I'm gonna look spineless if I try to save him.
No, I'm folding socks.
Oh, you're not doing it.
I'm also
I just
pulling my backpack.
Didn't close the door behind me. I'm like,
I'm waiting to come out of the bathroom.
Why? Why would he say? Why is Oliver important to him that he would want you to protect him?
I don't know.
Aren't you supposed to be important? Weren't you
Don't
something?
you wonder why they didn't get shot on sight, him and Yannick?
Well, I thought that Yannick didn't get shot on sight because he's got the... and that it would look bad if they shot Oliver and not him, so I thought that maybe it was that.
I don't know. There's something going on there. It's way too... There are too many things, loose ends that aren't adding up. There's something...
Agree.
I'm sorry to put this on your shoulders, but
Do you think that we're only on this special operation because of him?
no.
You think it's because we're awesome, right? Like,
I think we're the best that C8 got.
probably.
But I think he's here because anywhere else might be more dangerous.
Are you asking me to protect him? Or are you just asking me to not try to hurt him?
I'm leaving that up to you. I'm giving you information that,
I don't like that information.
and that information involves life and death things.
I don't like life and death information. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm seeing the... I think that maybe that was something that was holding me back as a leader. Thank you for telling me. And thank you for being my friend, and I go in to hug her.
Aww.
Just like a short hug, and then out, and then just like...
Yep.
Did we all hear some of that?
I felt like we would have been in a more private situation, but we did get loud.
It did get loud. I'd say you heard the loud
If
parts.
we were down the hall, you would have heard loud parts.
You probably just heard, like, that sucks so bad.
Do you think they're okay?
I'm sure it's fine. Rock's just being Rock.
Did you get to say goodbye to Nalia yet?
Everybody's still here. I've thought of words to prepare. I don't know what to say. She's been acting very weird lately. Our lessons are, I don't know. They're like more conversational and less topical on the reading, which is fine because I can read. Like I can read pretty good now.
Is that why you said safe house out loud?
Said how? I can't say that those are two words that I've seen put together. Okay, I'm assuming it means like a house that's safe. Is there context that I'm missing with the safe house?
No, that's about right. I think it's maybe a base of operations for us.
See, that makes more sense because I was like, why would he say that it's a safe house? Would he say that it was an unsafe house if it was in like a shaky neighborhood?
How do you know what
Well, I know that on is like an
That's
like you could put
impressive.
on a
Nalia
you could
did
put
a great
on
job.
Yes,
Yep.
she did. Thank you.
You know how to speak.
Well,
Yeah, I know how to speak. But yes, I'm thinking of things that I would potentially say to her, like, don't get killed, or, like I said, she's just been really weird. Like, she's just wanted to talk about Scalt and asking me about my relationship with Cricket, and that sort of opened some doors in my head about, like, maybe I should, instead of discouraging him from doing things I don't want him to do, encourage him to do things that I do want him to do, which is probably the right thing to do. Okay. I don't know if I will do that, but I see what she's saying.
Too soon.
It's just hard in the moment to not want to punch him in the face. I digress. To answer your question, yes, I've been thinking of things to say to Nalia.
Good. I'm glad.
Actually,
Don't ask me if you're going to ask me what to say.
no.
Okay, good.
I was gonna do less of like a tell her things and more of like a, like I did something for, so I'm trying to think of just a random name and I can't. Somebody just,
Marcus.
Marcus, like, right?
Yes?
And he worked in the shady underground in Bass.
Oh,
of course.
what?
Nothing
Where did this come
nothing
from?
drug related.
Sure.
But his brother, he does the tattoos for the army.
Okay.
And so he got a tattoo gun. And so I got, and I just pulled my sleeve and show an okay heart with Dawkins in the middle. I'm like, you think she's gonna like it? Or should I not? Should I not show it? It's just to be like, it's more just to be like, and like, I just want to establish like where we're at. So like we've acknowledged each other in that way.
You know this guy from the underground?
You know this guy whose brother sold me?
He's not into drugs.
Because we went over Bath last week and they have an illicit underground activity.
Oh,
How long
he does
ago?
the tattoos for the army?
He did it like 4 days ago.
We need to go to the medic wing right
No, he's poured it on. He said it would be red for like 2 weeks.
That's more than just red.
It's a little
That's
lumpy.
more-
It's
yes.
lumpy. It's not swollen. It's not
I
swollen.
take
It's
her
not
out
swollen.
to the medic
It's
bay.
not swollen. It's just lumpy.
And I will straight up Dr. Pimple Popper
Do
that.
not scrape it off. Do not scrape it off. Do not scrape it
I'm
off. Do
not
not scrape it
going
off.
to-
I walk past as you're taking him to the medic. I'm like, holy cow! What is that?
It's nothing. We need to be done in here before an hour.
Is he gonna lose his arm?
To drain the pus.
It's not pus. It's that's muscle. That's muscle.
not
It's
wrong.
it's
Yeah, you can
muscle.
see the muscle,
It's
but you're not
muscle. You can't.
supposed to.
You're not here. It's fine. It's fine.
not fine.
It's
Will you let me work on it, please?
fine. I let her work on
I don't say another word about the tattoo.
it. He said it would be a good idea. He said that people are doing it. He said he's used that tattoo gun on a lot of people.
Oh,
And that needle.
I think that if you felt like it was the right choice, then that shows your commitment.
I'm not asking you whether or not you like it or whether or not you think she likes it, because I know better now than to ask you for advice.
Yes, good.
Unless it's advice in being shady.
Thank you for showing it to me so that I could fix it.
Whatever. Can I take it out of the wrap to show her?
Oh, yes. Yes.
It looks better, right? The color's kind of returning.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It doesn't show off my muscle as well, though, because it's sort of now flat, but whatever.
Wow.
Honestly, I would say that if that infection had reached your heart, it could have gotten bad, but I honestly don't know what it would do.
How would an infection in my arm reach my heart?
Bloodstream.
The blood in my arm?
It goes all the way through your body, to your heart, through your lungs, and back through your body.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
That
Have you
explains why
been
you
having
being
trouble
nice to me.
breathing the last couple of nights?
I always have trouble
That's
breathing
true.
at night.
And more than usual.
No,
Okay, good.
no, I feel great.
Then I'll keep an eye on it, but you can show Nalia if you so wish.
I'll think about it. Game time decision. I'm assuming the time is drawing near. I'm going to go find Nalia. I changed my mind. I wrote her a letter. I'm giving it to her. I don't say a word.
Too late. There's no time.
Nalia, are you all packed up?
Yeah, yes, just finishing some food. They gave you promotion.
It's pretty cool, right?
Congratulations.
I know. It's like we talked about, like, it's all I ever wanted.
That's
Well,
well
now,
done.
you know what's crazy? As soon as I pin this thing to my chest, I just want the next one. Like, I want to go all the way to the top.
That's good ambition. I guess you'll be. We won't see each other for a while.
Yeah, I know we're not supposed to talk about where we're going, so it's going to make corresponding difficult. You like that? I used the word.
I was actually. She kind of does like a look around. I'm not leaving Dekravos.
You're going back to Decravos?
I know. Okay. I wanted to talk to you about a opportunity that I was given.
Oh. Like a promotion?
Sort of. When I first came to training, I'll back up. I, since a child, have not been well.
Okay.
And due to some chronic illnesses, I was in all of my nerves. I've had much pain all of my life. Riding at Nekrovos, I knew that things could be done for this. So I talked to Olin. And he did the procedure. pulls up her sleeve.
When?
Months ago. She pulls up her sleeve, and there is like an injection port.
That looks crazy.
So it says rock and a heart.
Olin did that?
So
And you're going back to Olin.
once a month, I need to have injections. That it essentially, I don't know what what he does, but it
And you're allowed to tell me that, or this is hush hush?
I'm not really allowed to say this,
Okay.
but he not only has it that the pain has been gone, I felt stronger. Like he wants to run more tests, and it's
No, yeah. I don't. You know Mordred, right?
yes.
Listen. She told me that Olin is not exactly the best type of doctor.
I
Don't. And this is,
look. I understand.
you
the
know
concern.
you know the power he holds, so don't be spreading around that. I'm spreading that around. But
I
I want you to be careful because this doesn't seem good. He's injecting you?
For 25 years, I have been in pain, and for 3 months at Decrobus, I have not been in pain. Okay. And when you saved me, it was like,
I'm gonna do something stupid here, okay? And like I take out a pen and I just like scribble something down and I hand it to her. I'm like, just you know what to do. I want you to be careful. Okay? Just be careful.
okay.
I want you to I understand what you're saying. Trust me, I understand. And I want you to do whatever you think you have to do. Just keep your eye on it.
I felt like I needed to tell this to you. When you saved me, Olin was the only one that worked on me following that, because the whatever experiment he was working on, it's not known.
Yeah, he's been known to do that apparently.
But not waking up and dreading the day, every day. It's been wonderful.
I get it. Just be careful. So are you gonna be working at Decrobus?
I don't know if I will be helping. I'm not sure.
You're just there as like a test.
I mean, I guess I don't really want to see myself that way, I guess. But yes.
Stop chanting kiss! I'm not kissing Nate!
Please! For the viewers at home!
Thank you for everything that you've taught me. And as a thank you to you, I think that you'll actually find humor in this. It's really funny because it so I start to roll on my sleeve and I'm like, it got infected, but it says
Dawkins.
Dawkins. He said it wasn't permanent, so I just thought that it was. Listen, you know me, words are not my forte. So, I thought that maybe I could show my appreciation for our relationship.
She actually begins to tear up. Just kind of like. Please be careful.
No, you.
This guy.
Cut to black.
She leans up and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
I freeze. Thank you. I mean, it's not. No. You know what I mean. Like, yes.
Rock, you almost died too. You should talk to Alien. He can help you.
Listen. You know what I told you? And you know what I said just now? You can't say anything. Look at me. Do not tell anything.
I promise.
Goodbye. I love you.
Whoa. We've known each other like 6 weeks.
There's okay.
Yeah, you get a tattoo.
Her name and heart.
It's a very sweet gesture.
Yeah, it's no regret, but like maybe I could have expressed myself better.
Maybe if you knew what I am, write a letter.
Mm-hmm.
I won't ask where you are going. But stay in touch.
I will.
She just kind of takes your hand and holds like both her hands in your hand.
Allergies.
Get out of here, kid. Get out of here.
She just kind of gives you a melt into you hug.
I hug back. We share this moment for several hours.
Our heads are like right.
Oh, we absolutely are. We were.
Too busy sobbing to say another word.
And you can feel like the dampness on your shirt
Mm-hmm.
as she's crying as well.
I let her slip away.
She just nods and turns around and walks away.
I hang my head and turn back to the dorm. And I see 5 heads.
And we all just go back inside.
How you doing, Reshik, sir?
Are you crying?
I just fully extend my arm to punch him. Right in the middle of the chest as I walk past him.
Slow breath.
You know, guys, ever since the first time that we left Deckervos... Can you shut up? Ever since the first time...
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Morgan, can you...
He'll be fine.
Ever since the first time that we left Deckervos, I feel like we truly started our journey to become the team that we are today. And without Cricket, and without Yannick, and without Lydia, I remembered that he didn't. And without Morgan, And also Oliver.
You remembered
He looks
his
at
name.
you.
I do not look at him.
You remembered his name, and that's mine.
Your friend's closer than your enemy's closer. I just want to say that there is nobody I would rather be going forward with than you guys.
What about her that just left?
You know what Dad once told me?
Should I run? I feel like I should run.
Came home from school one day, my last year in school.
I just want to say
I
real
was
quick
7.
how much I love you.
My last
I
year,
love you so much.
my last year in school, I was 7
I'm
years
so
old.
thankful to have you as a big brother.
And I was crying because Olga Hemington kissed Johnny Snow on the last day of school when I told her that I liked her. And you know what Dad said to me? He grabbed me by the shoulders. He said, Rock, if you love something, you gotta let it go. And if it doesn't come back, you never had love. But if it comes back, you know that it was love made to be. And so every day after the mine, starting when I was 7, I'd be waiting to Olga Hemington to come up our sidewalk.
That girl?
Well, you know, she was very nice and kind.
Oh,
And
that too.
and obviously, you know, she got hit by the train.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a big mess.
You weren't born, but yeah, we did tell you.
She was really big. It made a really big mess. Broke the train. Broke the train. Yeah.
The train was out of commission. There was a lot of guts. There was a lot of shrapnel. But you know what that told me? That told me that
That's love.
that's love.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and listen, I learned that day.
I wasn't here for any of this, was I?
I was.
No, I heard about it.
You
I've heard about it.
were soon. You were soon. A couple years later, you came along, and then that taught me what hate was. But
But I came back.
ever since then, you know, I've had girlfriends, but nobody like Olga. Until I picked that pretty little girl out of the snow one day. Just huge laceration, just gushing blood. It was gross.
Yeah,
It was bad,
that's beautiful.
and that's when I knew. I said, she's either gonna love me or she's gonna get hit by a train.
Listen,
Metaphorically.
with your new rank, do I need to like listen to you all the time?
Yes. This is my very first lesson as a Russian.
This is great. Thank you so much.
I don't understand what the moral of the story was personally, but that's
Yeah, that's because people that aren't from Skull
Yeah,
don't get
the moral of the
people
story
from
is
Skull.
don't play in front of trains.
I just find the message very unclear.
The message was originally that I'm glad that all of us made it this far.
I see.
Oh, I got that. Yeah.
Yes.
I think I got that, even though
And
you
then I
forgot
was-
my name.
I was
It's fine.
derailed, much like the train.
Poor Olga.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Olga.
Big gravestone.
Pieces.
Giant
Pieces.
gravestone.
Pieces.
Rest in pieces.
I'm taking she liked the ink.
The ink?
I don't.
Ink.
She cried.
What made her cry?
That's a surprise fact that will help you later. I'm not ready to share that with the group. And she taught me how to express those feelings and not just clam up.
Rock got a tattoo.
Why do you have to tell everybody everything?
Sorry.
Oh, from
She was
from
bound
the
to
guy
see it at some
in
point.
the bad part of the under.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt and it burns, but more of a
What
selfie.
is that?
Did you take it? Look at that.
I did.
Oh, that's why it looks nuts. As
That's probably what Olga looks
You know
like
what's
after the train.
Bad etiquette to talk bad about about work other people have had gone.
No, I was speaking from a strictly medical standpoint.
Okay, well listen.
It did not.
We're working on it.
Anyway.
We're working on it.
I'm trying to accept criticism here, so I'm trying to.
You're
not-
doing a great job.
I'm getting
At
very.
least it
angry.
doesn't smell. So
Yeah.
it's bad. If it does smell though, you might want to get.
You need to watch out for any trains. I'm just letting you know.
That's a good. That's a good
We
message.
all can just stay off the tracks. I think that is the moral
What
of the
if we have to
story.
take a train somewhere though?
Here's my lesson, by the way. I found it.
I'm so very proud of you. Why is it upside down?
I'm that advanced.
Crickets, you're gonna need to redo this one.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
It'll be due tomorrow.
You guys hear the gates open as a transport pulls in to the base. All of C8 begins to line up outside, ready to get onto a transport. What are you doing?
Lining up.
We're not supposed to get on now.
We'll be in last in line.
Okay.
Follow our new leader.
Yeah, I'm like real
What- yeah,
spaced
what do you
out
think we
now.
should do?
Like,
Red shake.
I slap you on the arm where the tattoo is.
That stinks. I might catch rules. No, I'm kidding.
no. Light work, no reaction. Yeah. Yes.
Asking for an opinion.
Yep.
What are our orders, sir?
Do we line up with
Yes,
the rest of
let's-
them, or do we silently disappear?
I really don't want to see Naughty again. Let's go outside. Yeah, last in line. Have all your bags and things. I'm sure that we're gonna be being sent to the safe house, so be ready to move.
Great.
I'll reiterate the note.
Oh, the note? I didn't get to write it down.
Safe house for Operation Vargansbane, 46 North Zeta Street. Go immediately.
Okay.
Informant will meet you at noon.
You know what? I'm rereading the note.
Oh.
I'm rereading the note. Yannick, you have a pocket watch now.
I
Yes.
have a watch.
Yannick, you have a pocket watch now.
Yes.
The time?
8:58 a.m.
8:58.
Sorry, Yannick is the timekeeper.
That's fine.
You're the note taker.
Of
I
course.
need your notes.
Do you know
That's
when
fine. I'm
there's-
just letting you know. I
What
have
do you
a
need
watch
from
if you
me?
need it.
Do we know when Old Zeta Street is?
What do you need from me?
You know, let me check my. They gave
What
me.
do
a
you
thing
need
here.
from me?
Who was sectioned in the sector? Was anybody sectioned in the sector with this street, or was it not? Were we not in this? Was that not the sector?
What do you need from me?
Whose sector is the safe house located in?
Well, it might not have been anybody because weren't we in a specific sector of the city?
What?
We were in sector 9.
Yeah,
Is that in sector 9?
So you guys might have walked by
Okay.
Zeta Street. It would not have been in your sector.
So is
it's
it
close.
north?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I know where this is. I mean, we got. It's not going to take us 3 hours to get there, but I think it's probably best if we don't be seen by the rest of the people. They're not going to be. I mean, I get that we're popular, but I don't think that we're going to be missed in line. But it's 9 a.m. We need to be there at noon. I don't really think that we should be gallivanting around the city. Is there anything that you guys think that we should do in the meantime?
Wait, how many days has it been since we had dinner with Richard's family?
4.
4 days.
Mhm.
I would have picked up my hat at some point in the middle. Of the
Gotta make sure I get that hat.
That hat back.
Got my hat bag.
You got your hat back.
What day of the week is it?
I don't know.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna go around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna collect.
He's trying to get him up on a technicality because he's been keeping track of the calendar.
No,
and he's
I
like,
just want to know if it's
Monday?
like-
Oh, no, it's actually Friday.
I'm gonna go around collect any unused pillows
Oh my god.
and mugs.
Well done.
But I don't find. I have a special mug.
Actually, the note here says that we're only supposed to bring our direct equipment and one bag.
There will be pillows there.
Sounds like there'll be pillows there.
I'm gonna go find the biggest bag I can find.
No, your Falstat issued bag.
And I'm gonna find so many pillows and put it into that big bag.
You could also buy pillows with your stipend. Did you ever think about that?
No, listen, no, just, we're not.
I'm
Pause.
just offering solutions.
Rock has been stealing Cricket's stipend and been telling him that we don't get paid.
What's a stipend?
It's not important.
What's a stipend? Hey,
We don't
hey,
get
what's a?
It's not important.
Hey,
I can buy things
Cricket.
with what?
No,
Money?
we don't have Proxtranian money.
Yes,
Oh,
we
well,
do.
yeah, that's what you told me.
Can you? Yes, yes, yes.
Cricket, I
don't-
want to show you something. I can make it easier for you to pack as many pillows as you want in your bag. And I gather the air out of the pillows to flatten them like a vacuum.
You hear that noise?
Your infomercial.
What can't he do?
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
I grab Lydia. I'm like, I'm
So
saving
many
his money
For what?
for him. He's just gonna spend it on stupid stuff.
What was
you
that
see,
thing called?
I didn't see
What was that thing called?
I didn't know-
the
you look
infomercial
like-
bag.
all the time, and
What was
so
that
I
called?
wasn't sure what that meant.
Do you remember that? What was that called?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's
The infomercial where
Yeah.
they suck the
Space saver.
It's yeah.
Space
bag.
bag. Space bags.
There's two different.
Okay. All right.
They had a spin-off on
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Rock, I'm sorry, your face just always looks like that.
That would
I
be
didn't know what you
Listen,
It's the
Just-
My Pillow guy and the
we
Space
ixnay
Saver. They had
on
an
the
infomercial
Ipenstay.
together,
What?
and that's
Ixnay on the Ipenstay.
What are you saying?
Next.
You know what would make this job so much better?
Ixnay
if we got paid.
Ipenstay.
She's just giving
Yes,
me the weirdest
that would
look right
make it
now.
better.
It's called.
You know what I'm really grateful
What's
for?
what's
What?
the?
I'm grateful for
What's-
Rock for never lying to me.
Never once.
That's good, Crickets. That's good.
We're
Nate,
not going
at some
around
point
sharing.
during the 4 days, I would have also brought the gun to who is in charge of us again here.
Yvroska.
What
yeah.
gun?
I would have brought the hostages gun that I took.
Oh yes, the man you
And I
sold.
would have asked him if I could use it and study it to see how it works.
Yeah. He essentially says yes because what you've learned from Yoshik Yvroska is that he does not like to get involved in between certain things. So especially workings inside of Praxtrania. So really, what he says is, "I've never seen it. I don't know about it."
I hate this.
Yes,
dude.
sir.
What a jerk.
And I keep it.
Do his
Yeah.
Oliver, can I speak with you? Privately.
Sure.
Take him farther down the hallway.
Yeah, those stairwells be real echoey.
Yeah, like even when you thought you were quiet, it wasn't that.
Yes, he does get loud.
Thank you.
What's up?
I wanted to apologize. I've been hard on you with your lessons.
No, I don't think so.
That's good. You've been doing a really good job.
Thanks.
I think your mom would be proud.
Thanks.
I think the last thing you need is to believe in yourself.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Good.
The last thing you need. Like you should.
The last piece of the puzzle.
Look, when he's not gonna understand the answer. Rock. I'm an Adelia. Fighting for Falstat saves nobody. At least my family.
I know.
I did this because Liam was getting married. spot. That's it. If it makes me shoot somebody, I'll put a bullet in his head.
We'll try to keep that from being necessary. I have brothers too.
Oh.
In Adalia. If I had the chance to take their place, I would too. So.
Yeah, no, when I see Liam next, he'll probably beat me to a pulp. But can you promise me that whatever we do, it's only necessary?
Only necessary. I'll do my best. I can't guarantee that the others will be on the same page.
What was it? What if it was your brother in those crosshairs? Could you pull the trigger?
I don't know. I'd have to be there.
Just kind of walks away.
I can't wait for the safe house.
So are we leaving? Now or later?
You said the note said immediately, so we should probably go.
I look out the window. Are the buses or the transports gone yet?
They're loading currently.
We could always.
Did the note
Go
not
out the
say
back
noon?
How long did it take
Or
us
was
to
that
walk there?
somebody there? Somebody who's going to be there at noon? What's the note say?
Meet at noon.
Meet at noon. They will meet us there at noon.
Right.
Are we gonna be
Can we slip
far
out to
away
not
from
be
where
seen
we
from
are
the
now, or
transport?
is this so close?
Or would we
by?
have to walk
We're
past
still in
them?
the same city.
So there's one large gate. I mean,
I need to
there's other gates.
Think I should go tell Richard?
They are usually
We're still in the same city. It should be just.
Be fine. Okay.
like sometimes
back
locked,
gate.
some days, sometimes not. Yeah.
Cricket,
Sure, I don't have to tell you
Yes?
this.
can you
Cricket.
go check the back gate and see that if it's locked? The little one. The man one.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Cricket, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but if you do see Richard, don't tell him where we're going.
Don't
Or
tell
where
him
we're
anything.
staying.
Lie if you have to.
Of course. Of
Business
course.
as usual. Same old stuff. If he asks why you're not on the corner anymore, say that you're doing something else. Say you're working in the mailroom. I don't care what you have to say. Do not tell him the truth.
Listen,
What is?
Cricket,
I don't even know
in
what
these-
the truth is.
in these situations, the less he knows, the better.
Okay.
Don't tell him where we're going.
I don't even know what's going.
Do you want him to die?
Cricket.
'Cause they'll kill him.
Cricket.
Listen,
Cricket.
What am I?
I'm just saying, don't talk to him.
Cricket.
Okay.
You could
You
talk
need
to him.
know
but don't
why,
talk.
yes?
What?
You need to know why, yes?
Need to know why? What?
He's telling you to do these things.
I need to know why. I don't need to know why.
Oh, okay. I just am making sure because this is.
Are you his translator?
Listen, what I've learned from this place is that I don't need to ask questions.
You
I just
don't,
do what I'm told.
But if you could, would you want to know why?
I mean, I guess.
We are real soldiers now,
I mean, yeah.
which is why we don't tell civilians top secret missions.
I,
Because if they know Cricket,
what am I gonna say?
Cricket, if they know where we're staying, if
I-
they know anything about
I don't
Audrey,
even know where we're
Richard
staying.
could die.
Great.
It's not off the table that he's a spy. He had us in his house. He knows way more than
Or
he should.
someone, or if you told him something innocently, then somebody could use it and interrogate him and kill him, and
Listen,
then they would know where we are.
I really
So-
appreciate this. You guys,
This is a lot.
I really don't know that
This
much.
is a lot. This is so much.
I have no
Backing him
idea.
into a corner.
I mean, I'm really grateful that you guys are acting like I'm a part of this, but I really have no idea.
Can you
What's
check,
going
check the back
just
gate.
check the
on. I'll go check the gate. Okay, I won't tell Richard anything. You know.
As soon as he walks away, I look at the rest of you guys. And I'm like,
You hear me in the distance. Richard, we're going to a safe house.
Cricket is on a need to know basis.
Listen, I feel like
If he doesn't need to
Thank
know,
you
he
for
doesn't
telling me
know.
this.
That's fine, but sometimes inquisitive minds like his need to know why. If it's just a basic reason, that's all I was saying. I honestly
No,
have
I'm
no
not
idea
saying.
what
I'm not
either.
saying that you did anything wrong. I'm just saying going forward.
I'm saying we did something wrong. There were 3 voices talking to that boy, and he can only handle one at a time. So
That is
next time,
Am I an idiot or am I an idiot?
yeah. What is it? Both. I like it. I like it.
Savant.
there were
It's-
so
it's-
many
listen.
things I was just trying to communicate a point, and he understood. I would have finished the sentence.
We're in a group
There was
setting.
too many
It's
voices.
hard to control ourselves in a group setting when there's somebody who's going to do something so stupid that's going to get us all
You should
killed.
believe in him more.
I do believe in him. I also
And as a
believe.
leader, you should talk a little bit less.
You know how many times
I
that
come
he
back.
came home?
Gate's unlocked. I need the key.
The gate is unlocked.
Yeah.
You need the key.
You want me to lock
No,
it? Right?
no. We're gonna. Okay, we're gonna go. Can you show us where the gate is?
Yeah, it's back there. The one you told me.
Yep,
to-
let's go walk to it. We're gonna go out the back gate.
I suppose we're leaving now.
We're leaving now. Say goodbye to this beautiful room.
Goodbye, beautiful room.
Okay, let's go.
You guys head out of the building and kind of make yourselves as small as possible as you blend in with the rest of the soldiers, but making your way towards the back gate.
Copyright infringement. Pictures that Shane and I took. Just
Yeah.
against
But you head out the back, and yes, you have been by, at least walked by Zetas Street before. So you begin kind of walking in that direction, bag slung over your shoulders. You might get like a few people on the street, like watching a large group of Falstat soldiers all together, bags over their shoulders and things. But again, civilians don't really like to, they like to stay out of this stuff, so they glance and look down as you guys.
I'm actually like proud of Rock, so I'm like, as people are looking at him, like, Reshik. Reshik, yeah. Out of our way. Real soldiers. Reshik. Watch out.
We don't want people to know where we're going, so we don't want people to be looking at us.
Oh, maybe we should have changed clothes then.
Well, I feel like it's normal for us to be around, but not like being watched. Just, I'll be quiet. You can talk about other things. Because I know that you won't be quiet.
So it's about a half-hour walk from the base to North Zetas Street. But as you realize this is kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Some of the houses, a few are like in disrepair, others are just, but no large buildings. Like, and these houses aren't connected to each other.
Okay, we're in like we're in a mild suburb,
Yeah.
an urban suburb.
Yep. And there's a large sort of park that is close to this street, like kind of on the other side of the street. It's some of it is kind of up. They keep the upkeep on it, but other parts, there's like typical graffiti kind of sprayed on some of the things in the park and things like that. But as you make your way, counting the numbers up the street, you eventually find quite the unassuming place, the number 46 outside.
Is it a dump?
No.
It's alright. It's alright.
You have the key, right?
I do have the key. I go unlock the door and go inside.
Okay. Roll combat order. I'm kidding.
How many bedrooms are we looking at here?
So as you guys enter in to this space, this thing isn't like some sort of, you're not walking into a penthouse suite, but it's not terrible. Like, it's furnished.
Mm-hmm.
There's dust on mostly every surface currently. The light from outside is kind of like pouring in. You can kind of just see all the dust in the air. through the window. Not like it's a bit old-fashioned as well. So this has been a safe house for a bit.
Old-fashioned for the 20s.
Yeah.
It's like very old.
This is the nicest house I've ever been in.
It reminds me of the mayor's house at school.
Oh, this is really nice.
I'm looking around.
We get to stay here? Huh.
Did she get hit by a train too?
He looks off.
How much time do we
Yeah.
have before they meet us?
I checked the water. Running water! Oh.
2.5 hours.
Perfect. And I immediately go and start cleaning everything.
Well,
Yannick, could you like...
I create a vacuum and gather all the dust in the room into an orb.
Which is the strangest thing because you like that. Wow, my brain is like blowing up right now. Like all the dust. That's insane.
That's a lot of dust.
Most of the dust.
Most of the
I'm like halfway through cleaning one shelf and I just go,
As things fly off the shelves in my direction. No.
Right.
You sneeze, Lydia.
Pull up my shirt.
a warning next time would be very nice, Yannick. Thank you so much.
Sorry. Reshik ordered me to do this.
Is there a fireplace?
Yes.
And Yannick,
Do you have a lighter? I can't just make fire.
Cricket, don't you have like a thing?
I
Don't
do.
you have a thing?
I have a lighter.
I don't smoke, so...
I take the lighter from Morbid and I light the lighter. And I light the and I
I'm used
give
to
it
wet
back
wood.
To Morbid. It's very dry in here.
You're getting really good at that.
I'm trying to utilize my team skill set, okay? I thought that you would feel included. My bad.
I'm gonna take this outside.
What do you want me to do?
You, that's a great question.
The wind takes it. Just-
How many bedrooms?
What?
How many bedrooms?
So by getting a lay of the land, as you walk in, there is a living room, and then there's like a kitchen with sort of an eat-in, you know, like a table that's there. A bathroom downstairs. Upstairs, there are 4 bedrooms that are in this place. And there is in the kitchen itself, there is a big, it's the only thing, like, you guys are, like, searching, like, what's in this house. There's no food. But there's, like, you know, dining utensils, all that kind of stuff. But there is a locked cabinet as well in the kitchen. And, again, same sort of deal in the bedrooms. There's just dust covering everything. The beds aren't in terrible shape. But it's definitely function over form here.
You can take everybody's stuff upstairs. That'd be a great job for you.
Dang.
You and Oliver are sharing a room. Me and Yannick are sharing a room.
Do we have to?
I think that the ladies deserve a little bit of privacy so they can have their own rooms.
No, I agree.
I don't want to share a room with Cricket.
Okay.
I've shared a room with Cricket for 25 years.
I thought you said that I got to bed and you didn't.
Do you want to share a room?
No,
with
it's
Cricket
fine. Yes,
for
sir.
25 years?
It's fine. Yes, sir. Happy to.
I'll sleep on the couch. I'll sleep down on that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I
Yeah.
have earplugs.
I was
Right.
gonna say. I was gonna say maybe the Reshik should get his own room.
For what? Like, I thought that I was being nice, giving the ladies their own room. Each.
I'm sure we could survive together.
I think it would be just
Sure,
fine.
I'll take my own room. So that's your own room.
I don't need my own room.
Well, you have your own room.
But
Because it's my own room?
It's true. Another person. If we have two, 1 and 1.
Can I have my room?
No.
That's too much.
1, 2, 3,
how
4.
many
Yeah,
beds
that's 4
are in
rooms.
each room?
I'm assuming 2 of the rooms have two beds. Because they knew how many of us there were, right? Like 2 of the rooms would have 2
Yeah,
twin
yeah.
beds.
Well, there's every room has 2 beds. Like
Oh,
it's
nice.
like it's outfitted, so it's used for it's a safe house.
Or we could keep the 4th room for, like,
A
storing,
guest?
storing things.
activity.
Listen, you put in my head that I should get my own room, and now I feel like I should get my own room. Yannick is just drawing the long straw. He gets his own room. Do you want to go sleep with the boys? Because it looks like you want to go sleep with the boys.
It's fine. I'll do whatever you tell me.
You'll fall on your sword and get your own room.
Yes, sir. I don't
You can do whatever you want. The only reason I was assigning rooms was so that I could say that the girls could get their own room and we'd have to fend for ourselves. But now it's all thrown out the window. I don't care what's going on. I go to my room and I close my door.
Yes, sir.
Why would you try to tell them what room's tea is?
I guess we're bunking.
You want me to take your stuff up?
I can carry my own. Thanks, though.
Anybody want me to take their stuff?
I can do my own.
I was told to take the stuff up.
Fine.
Thank you. All right, here I go. Using these brains to carry stuff.
Oliver walks behind you and catches the one bag that falls out.
Thanks, Oliver.
Also, mine is just like full of books.
So it's
And that's what he catches.
Is there a key for the cabinet in the kitchen?
You guys don't have one.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on Rock's door. Rock?
Just you stupid.
Rock?
Come.
I open the door. Yes.
Why is the cabinet in the kitchen locked?
We're in a safe house. It's probably something important that
Like
we'll
a gun?
learn about later. I grab my gun and I'm like, I have a gun.
No, I know, but I just want to know what's inside.
Why do you want to know what's inside?
Because it's a kitchen. And why is there a cabinet locked in the kitchen?
We're in a safe house. Somebody could, maybe that's where all the safe house equipment is. Somebody could have broken it. This neighborhood is not a nice neighborhood. It's an okay neighborhood, but crime happens everywhere. Somebody could have broken in and they'd be like, hey, this is a safe house.
I just
So they put all the
wanted to know
stuff
if you could
in
open
one
the
cabinet.
That's what they think when they break in.
I just wanted to know if you could
There's
open
like
the cabinet or not.
paraphernalia. Do you think that the house key would open the cabinet?
I don't know. You're the only one that has a key.
I mean, I feel like I shouldn't go around just opening things. I wasn't
That's
in
fine.
order to open something.
I was asking a simple question.
You just really want
And
guns.
I walk away.
Why does she want guns so bad?
It's not guns.
So I walk downstairs, and I don't think that all of my self-esteem is that this key does not go to this lock, but I'll try it anyway.
It goes
Just-
right in.
This is so stupid. Why would they use this key? I pop the lock off and open them.
Inside, it's like a large kind of double door. Open
Yep.
this up. So there is folded up and hanging up civilian clothes. There is another lockbox, smaller lockbox inside, and there is what appears to be some sort of. There's a machine sitting on the shelf, like some sort of small functional machine. You're not 100% sure what it is, but I think we are going to take a break and level up. Welcome back. So, you guys have brought your stuff up to your rooms, have kind of explored the place a little bit. At noon on the dot, on the door.
Hello?
I go for the door. I open it up.
There's a man standing on the other side. He is wearing civilian clothes. His winter jacket's open, so he's got like undershirt, suspenders, just regular workman's pants, boots. He takes his skull cap off.
Can I help you?
Motivative.
Yeah?
He
I gesture in.
enters into the house.
Close the door and I look out the window. See if anybody was looking.
Doesn't look like
Is there anybody out there?
Mm-mm.
No car?
Skittish.
I walk everywhere. He says, "Where's the group?"
I'm
Um,
in the kitchen and I'm.
Well, most of us are like in the building.
Everybody, can you guys come down, please?
Yeah.
But he says to you, "You don't need to salute, civilian."
Yes.
No.
Oh.
I am a civilian.
Yes, that's right.
Do you work for the government?
Look.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So he gathers you guys around.
Looking at me like that, Rock.
Just
Kind of gathers you guys around the table. He says, "No last names. My name is Mikhail. I have been operating in the city for a number of years. If there's information you need, I can try to provide what I can. I have been instructed to give you just a rundown for Operation Vargansbane. He goes to the cabinet and says, "You see the look," and he pulls out the small lockbox and he sets it on the table. And he pulls out the key, opens the small lockbox, and opens it up. Inside this little, there's like stacks of Falstat Rubian and Ilonian Bralt. That's the two different currencies. He kind of lays that stuff out, and he goes and gets the machine, that small machine that you guys saw in there. He pulls out and sets it on the table, and he says, and he shows you how to work it. He has this essentially out inside of the lockbox. He takes out what appears to be it's got like little books essentially, and you recognize them as blank Falstat IDs. And he puts it in the machine, and he prints it out. He kind of like, it's kind of like a printing press essentially, where he puts it down. Now there's no picture when he pulls it out, but he says, "Your old Falstat IDs, cut the picture," and he says, "Meh." So he takes it, he puts it on the table, he pulls out a knife, and he carefully slices it, takes it out, puts it on top of the book, puts it inside the machine, presses it down, and out comes the Falstat ID. And it's still blank. He says, "Aliases. You need to come up with who you are, where you related to each other, why you are here. You are not Falstat." Hands it back. Make sure your stories are straight.
We're not Falstat. They're not Falstat ID.
They're Falstat IDs, but you are not soldiers. He says this should be, if you need, points to the money on the table, this should be enough for the time that you are here. If for some reason things get low, I can procure more. I am usually throughout the city, gaining information, and I will check in weekly and bring any info to you that I can find. I know part of your mission, but not all. And I would say what information you have, you do not share with me.
Mm-hmm.
How do we reach you?
I will knock on this door. This time next week. But for the duration that you are here. Now, he pulls out out of his the winter coat pocket. He pulls out a small little book. He flips through. For your mission, some things you might need to know, and this is just speculation, but it could have bearing on what is happening. I've heard that there was rumors of Edivarians in the old city. Lodrisk and Byrne have been fighting more often as of late. Bjorn has they've been outfitted with better weapons than usual. Now the leader of Lodrisk, Alexei, he's the current leader of the family. He's sponsored by Falstat. And they rely on the Lodrisk family to keep the peace in the old city. I do not know the identity of Bjorn's current leader. Yeah, I'm not even sure if there is one.
Maybe it was the person that she handed over.
Come in contact with him.
Yes, we had a run-in with them in the street a couple weeks ago.
We appeased the Lodrisks.
We gave them a hostage from Bjorn King.
We sold a man.
They will be at least happy with Falstat on that one.
I told them they should be.
But they know what we look like.
I think once we're in civilian clothes, we'll...
Yeah, so you would be surprised how much someone can blend in when they are not wearing the uniform.
Is the Burn gang not much of a threat?
They weren't.
Why don't you ask your friend?
My friend?
The one who you took to the hospital?
I don't think she was part of the Bjorn gang. I think she was just a civilian.
Right. But who shot her?
Well, I don't know.
The Bjorn gang shot her.
She was
It
a
could have been
civilian
the
caught in
Lodrisk.
cross-
No, because the Lodrisks were like this. We were over here, and the Bjorn gang was over here. So the Lodrisks didn't shoot this way. The Bjorn gang shot your friend.
I mean,
So are they much of a threat now that they shot your friend?
I mean, both of them are like potentially okay. So like, okay,
But Falstat's in leagues with the family, so we're in leagues with the family.
whatever you say, sir.
Stop being sympathetic to the Bjorn gang.
I'm not sympathetic. I'm just saying, like, it could have been either one. I don't think the Lodriks really cared about this girl they
No.
saved either.
But they didn't shoot her, I don't think.
Do you have any more information?
Yes. Now, I'm sure you heard about the thefts in Praxtaria. Most of them, from what I can tell, have been happening in and around the old city, not necessarily in the old city itself.
That's
It's-
of...
Goods, nothing valuable.
Hmm.
Anything to,
survival
Correct.
supplies.
Yes.
Food,
Mhm.
goods.
Yes.
Ammo? Any
the
guns?
citizens do not have this.
Right, no. Yeah, it's nothing Falstat was raided that we know of.
Correct.
I mean, they wouldn't tell us that, obviously, but
Yes.
maybe you heard something.
No, not as far as I'm aware, no. Now, one thing, I do not frequent Bjorn gang territory, but I have heard that there's a warehouse.
Also, Rock is
Fulgrave.
writing this stuff down, but he's like he doesn't want anybody to see his writing.
Fulgrave Street. Inside this warehouse, there is, from one of my sources, a perambulator, some prototype unit. And getting something like that in and out of the city would be, well, at least very difficult. Some practical information. Next block over, King's Grocery. He's a friend, Benjamin King. Probably give you, if you mention my name, your dollar might go a bit more. Excuse me, I said dollar.
You're Ruben?
It would
Ruben
be
and Brock?
What are the
yes.
IDs for exactly?
In case a Falstat soldier asks who you are, they don't know. If you make that, you need a fake alias.
Oh. So on this new ID, it's not my name then?
All of them are blank right now. You guys have to essentially write them in after you do this. Also, at the end, he points the opposite direction, south. Watson's Pub. Falstat soldiers do not frequent this place. It could be a good source of information, or if you need to stay out of sight.
Is there anyone there you know that we should contact?
James is the owner.
James Watson.
James Watson. but I've had meetings there myself. He doesn't ask questions, which is advantageous. Do you have questions for me?
Did he say what street the warehouse was on?
Fulgrave.
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 I don't think so. I just shoot a quick glance to Morbid and Yarrick. No, I think that will be all. Unless...
Perhaps we should come up with a code word that if you feel like you've been followed but you're coming at our normal time, so we can be prepared.
You're not convincing me that you're not a spy when you come up with spy stuff. It's just a joke.
I'm going to say that in front of Mikhail.
If I suspect a tale, you will not hear a knock from me, but I will try to be on the next hour. If I miss 3 appointments, don't open the door for anybody.
Leave.
Very well.
Like,
You're probably compromised.
Does
So you
that
said if
mean
you
that we
think
should
you've been
leave as
followed,
well?
you'll come at 1 o'clock.
Correct.
Does that mean we should leave as well?
Only if I miss, if it, by 3 in the afternoon, I do not show.
We're gone.
Bolt.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mikhail.
He stands up and says, "I am serious. Work on those stories. It will keep you alive."
Of who we are, fake our identities. Okay, before you leave, just let's pretend that I faded in and out of what you were saying.
Cricket, we have an expert note taker.
So Alexi, that's who we're after.
No, he is the current leader of the Lodrisk family.
We respect him.
We respect. Okay. I'll just ask them. You're fine. Alexi's
Lydia
good guy.
has been
Good
taking
guy,
notes
good
this
guy.
whole time.
Right. Azrock, who will definitely use Lydia's notes
Yep. That sounds about right.
to clean them up.
With these new IDs, this is only if we're stopped by Falstat people.
Or others.
The only reason I ask is because some of us have made contacts.
We don't go to where we've been. I know that you
In the
like
city.
your places now. I know you have a bakery or something, but we can't go there anymore. Maybe we could send somebody else if you have
I'm just saying it's a big city, but not a big city. What if we're recognized?
low key. I think we're being low key.
I understand that.
Well, we're gonna be in disguises.
These contacts you have made as you were on patrol, correct?
Yes. They know us as Falstat soldiers.
And they are friendly with you?
Yeah.
I would say
I would say-
it is best to avoid if possible, but also I have found that sometimes the best information comes from those that see you in a different light.
What do you mean by that?
If you have a relationship, sometimes this is beneficial if they know something.
You don't have to tell them that you're undercover. You can just
Be
yeah. We know what we're doing. Thank you, Mikhail. I don't want
Do
to
we
waste your
get
time.
real jobs, or do we just pretend like we have jobs?
That is part of your cover story.
I'm working on something. Okay. We need to let the man go. He seems busy.
I
We literally have nothing else going on.
Your aliases, your stories, do not share them with me. Outside of these meetings,
I think my name's gonna be Paul.
don't.
Stop.
Right. Well,
It's not going to be that anymore because he knows. He can't now.
Jimmy.
Stop.
If we see you, we don't.
Gregory.
Mikhail, thank you so
Frederick
much.
McFrederick.
well,
you so
that
much.
was
Yes,
if
listen.
you have, I will be back in a week.
I walk
Corn,
into the door.
like the plant.
I know the group seems rough, but we're here for a reason.
Look,
I've always liked cornerstone stones. Maybe my
Is he
name
alright?
should be cornerstone.
I don't think so.
We'll workshop.
Gear?
Gear
Gear boy.
We'll come up with something.
best of luck.
I close the door behind him.
Paul Mall.
And I just lean my forehead against the door.
So what's our story, Reshik?
Well, listen, I'm not making the decision, but I had a
We
thought
all-
come to
We all
mind.
need to be connected somehow because we all live in this.
Yes,
house.
this is what I was gonna say. It doesn't make sense for a bunch of adults to live together, so I think
Unless
that we need to
it
be
is
a
a
part
boarding
of
house.
something. Maybe, but then we have to who's paying for the boarding house? We have to come up with a story for that. I was thinking
What were you thinking?
traveling circus.
No.
We're out of work.
No.
No.
No, I mean I feel like you could
brings a lot
probably.
I
of
think the
attention.
boarding house
You're
is a
right.
much
You're right.
more
Actually,
realistic
you're right.
option.
Actually, yeah. Boarding house.
I could start a lemonade stand.
We could lower it from boarding house to we're just immigrants. We knew each other from wherever we came from, and so we came here together.
Not likely.
palm reading.
Why is that not likely?
Because why would it half a town of people move at the same
Half a
time?
town of people? There's 6 of us.
I don't know. I'm
That's
just
a
saying that's a
small
lot
town.
of people who just know each other that are going to now go live together. That's a bit of a weird,
Yeah, make it in the
it's a bit
big city.
far-fetched.
And a boarding house isn't?
Boarding
I feel like
houses
that-
have random people.
I think
staying.
you're
but
our landlord.
Yeah, but well, then what if somebody just comes to try to live in our boarding house?
We're full.
Okay, but then we're gonna have a
What if
line
we're
of people
not?
trying to move into the boarding house.
No,
we
we
could get
don't.
money
These people are
finally.
very
We could
settled.
be paid. Imagine
people
us
are
getting
very
money
settled.
for this.
Most
Okay,
people.
boarding
I
house.
haven't been paid
Wait,
in years.
hear me out.
Boarding
Yannick
house
always
is
looks nice. Okay?
Thank
So you could be the landlord,
You could
and then
be a
the rest of
cleaning
us are the
lady.
tenants.
He lives with his tenants. Okay,
Yes, many landlords do.
I'm not saying no to the. I'm not saying no to the boarding house idea. Is there any other ideas? I'm taking traveling circus off. You guys are right.
One of us could be visiting. You're visiting your brother.
Usually,
No, I don't want to be related to him if I can help it.
Usually, people get very uncomfortable when you say the word cult.
Cult?
Cult.
Let's call it something else. Like, well,
Are
be
you saying
Mormons.
it should be a cult?
I like
I don't know.
it.
It's just like a.
You guys know stuff.
Scientology. Something
What's
else.
a
I
weird?
don't know.
What's a weird religion? Not
I mean,
like
there are a few dead religions.
not the normal ones, but and not one where they sacrifice babies, but maybe one in the middle where they're just weird. Sculpt has stuff.
I mean, there are the pagan ones where people worship nature. It's a bit weird.
Oh,
I don't think Yannick
Back
makes
up.
Like the
back up,
paninis.
Back up.
the paninis. That's the.
Are you suggesting that we
Why are you
pretend to
shushing
be
me?
a
I'm
cult?
helping.
I'm just saying that usually people don't like to ask questions when you say that you're part of something greater.
Yeah, whenever somebody says
I like the way
anything
you
like
said
that, I immediately start thinking, how can I get away from this person?
I mean,
You know,
It's uncomfortable.
they always give me a little
it
booklet.
makes the
but I
boarding
never know
house
what they
sound
say.
like a really good idea. But you're not wrong. I mean, but also, wouldn't that potentially garner the wrong kind of attention?
Maybe.
We might draw the attention of Falstat soldiers since religion is not.
We were told not to bother the people who were religious.
Well, maybe
Cricket, what's your idea?
I can help Richard out and become like a
No.
fire boy.
Let's move away from. We'll let her have her idea, and we'll let
Just
her have her
don't.
idea. What's
your
your
idea?
idea?
About what?
Her idea was be a cult. Her idea was to be a boarding house.
About
What's your
secret
idea?
identities.
About what's our cover
Yes,
story?
Our cover.
I have to let you get the words out of your system.
Well, I mean, my cover story would be that you're the landlord and that we're all tenants.
Why would I be living with my tenants?
You own the place.
If I own the place, I own the
has a
place, and I don't
private-
want to live
He has
with
a
you.
private floor. No one would ever know that.
A
This is an
floor?
old house.
Look at the economy. You know, right now
This
there's
is
a
an
war
old
going
house.
on.
How do people know what the setup
He is trying to make by just like everybody else. So yes, this is his house, but he's also renting it out. And
Yannick,
yes,
what's
he's-
your vote?
If we're going with a landlord idea and there's 4 rooms for rent and landlord gets 1,
Yeah.
then there's 3 of us.
He
Then
gets
we
the
have to
biggest
come
room.
up with 3 individual stories that we're living together for that reason. Like,
I'm an inventor.
Or
You
we just have
can't be
roommates.
what you already
Wonder my
are.
cousin-
I
And
think
then
that's the
visiting you.
easiest lie. The ones with truths in them.
He does have a point.
And then what if somebody asks him what he's inventing? What is he gonna
I
say?
could have
Weapons.
a whole bunch of ideas.
He does
Okay,
have a
you're
whole
right.
bunch of
Sure.
ideas.
I
He
think it would
invented
be
a
easier to
spring-loaded
lie about
pen.
that than something else. If I told somebody that I was a nurse, I wouldn't know the first thing about healing somebody. But if I told somebody about inventing it,
He's got a
woo-hoo-hoo.
point.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to go on a picnic.
What do you guys want to do? Oliver, please stop looking at us and just say something.
I'm listening right now.
Have an idea, or please.
I was trying to think of something for myself.
It's a group discussion.
I understand.
First, we have to figure out the group thing, and then we figure out ourselves.
I think the landlord boarding thing is not a terrible idea.
Thank you.
It doesn't arouse too much suspicion.
And then the reason we all share
You
rooms,
could
we're
have
roommates.
recently
We
come
pay for
into
half a
some
room.
money. You bought a house.
You're still in charge.
I don't care about that.
Well,
I think you do.
you
were pretty proud of that new
On some of the
promotion.
patrols, there are. As you were saying, not a lot of money in the city. People do this sort of thing.
So we're just yeah, okay.
You could have inherited the house from some relative who died, and
It's been empty
Olga.
for a while.
it's
So
been empty. Yes, we can use that name.
She
No,
died
you are
long
not
ago.
going to use that
Train
name.
accident. She
Your
left
poor
the tea room.
grandma.
Here's the decision.
don't yell at me.
I own this house. You guys are my tenants.
This is a great idea. Where did you come up with this?
I guess we can all work on our identities privately. But let's
My name's gonna be Pauliver.
put you cannot pick a name that you
You
told
can call me Paul.
Did you
Mikkel.
say your name?
Moving on to more urgent matters.
I'm Pauliver and I'm a little wimp.
The task at hand, it seems like, is to gather information on the Bjorn gang now.
I suppose so.
We're looking for Edivarians.
Right.
If the Burn Gang
And they're working with the Edivarians.
know the Edivarians, then yes.
And find out who's stealing things in the
Right.
city.
But I think that the overarching goal is we need to find out how the Edivarians are funding the Bjorn gang.
And who's funding them?
The
And why
Edivarians?
do they have a parameter?
Edivaria, no.
No.
No?
They're mercenaries. Someone's paying them.
Why wouldn't it be the Edivarian government?
Why
I
would
think-
it be?
Is a big jump to assume.
Don't they make guns? Doesn't the Edivarian government make guns?
Listen, you were half asleep when we talked to that man. in the
I
club.
know stuff about Edivaria. They're a big player in the world economy.
Someone other than Edivaria is funding them.
Maybe.
Someone who wants Adelia and Falstat to have a war.
I want Natalia and Falstat to have a war, so maybe I'm funding them. Sorry, I shouldn't have acted
War
out.
solved. That was a joke.
Yes, agreed. It's the warehouse. We'll plan to do that when time comes, but we need to get settled in.
We probably shouldn't leave until we have this fake ID thing sorted out.
Yeah.
Oliver, do you think you could do a different accent?
Like, what should I try?
You could
Oh,
sound
well.
like me.
I think his hair's a problem
If
too,
not,
honestly.
language-
I was actually thinking that.
If not easily, I can't.
I think even with an accent, his hair's gonna give him away.
Exactly. Then I think that we need to be connected somehow.
We could
So
dye
it's
your
not-
hair,
Hold hands.
or
You just
You
wear a
could-
hat all the
Wow,
time.
it's almost like we all came from the same village,
Cut it
and
all
now we're all
off.
just here,
We
and that's
don't
why
have
we know
all
each
the
other.
same accent.
I'm
That's the
Lieutenant.
point.
Well, there's a lot of different. Alona is a melting pot.
Listen. Okay. Side note. Morbid's hair is like dark red.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Um,
That changes everything.
changes everything.
I hate you.
Because you have no soul.
I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but I am old enough to be your mother. Or at least act like one.
I had was along the same lines. Thinking of that. Right. Ooh. Have anybody ever dyed hair before?
How hard could it be? We just need dye.
They might not be able to tell if it's shaved.
That's another option.
That is true.
I mean,
But-
we don't need to lie that we're where we're from. We can't change the way we sound. But we need... It's odd that two Adelians would be living together here.
Unless they were related.
Yeah, you could be brother and sister.
That too.
Or you could be his aunt.
That feels like stretching it.
Or his
you can be
grandma.
Married.
I don't think
That's
that.
No.
Yeah.
Off
No.
the table.
No.
You don't think that?
No. No.
You realize both of us look like young, right? Like you and me are like looking.
Yeah, but what if you have money?
Yeah. And you know what a guy with money would do? Live with a bunch of other people.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mother or sister?
What offends you less?
Cousin.
Just be brother and
Doesn't
sister.
matter to me.
You could be
Because
cousin.
because it's
Weird.
once removed, that means that you're separated by a generation.
Why do you guys keep trying to separate
We're pushing it too far.
How about
Just-
third
I'm
more
just throwing
cousin
out
twice
suggestions.
removed?
I don't
Then you
think you
can
look
get
that
married.
much older. I don't think you
Good.
can be his mother.
Then we'll say brother and sister.
That makes
There you
sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yannick, what are you thinking for your story? What's your job?
well,
You know a lot about baking.
I do know a lot about baking.
Then people might be like, oh, where's your bakery?
I could be in town looking for a place to start a bakery of my
Yeah.
own.
I like it.
Are you like a food scout? I'm trying to get ideas.
Maybe I'm a food critic.
Ooh.
Recently,
What's a food critic?
someone who critiques food and writes in the newspaper
Oh, I
about it.
should have seen that. That's kind of on the nose. Of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, food critic.
Lydia, what sort of dark, twisted thing are you coming up with?
I wasn't coming up with anything dark. I was
She
thinking
runs
I could
a
be-
morgue.
I was thinking I could be.
Oliver could be.
Is your husband alive in
I
your
could
fake
be looking
scenario?
for. I could be a recently.
Widowed?
No.
I came recently.
She just gives you guys the blankest stare. Takes a really big deep breath. I was thinking I could be some sort of a traveling tutor.
It's already what you do.
Exactly, which is why I'd be really good at it.
Why are we here?
Okay, let me play this out in your scenario.
And part-time.
My son, he doesn't know how to read. Can you teach him how to read?
Of course I can.
Son?
Okay, so I'm gonna. So like,
Dad?
where do I take him to your house?
No, I go to the student's house. So
Oh
that they
no,
are
you can't come to
comfortable.
our house. There's lots of drugs and alcohol.
Well then.
Just
we
let
will
me
sit
come
on
to.
the
Surely you
front
have a. Surely you have a. No, there's like violence and
You
like.
could meet at the civic center.
step. Exactly.
Okay. Listen,
There
I'm
is
just
probably
testing.
A library
I'm
somewhere.
testing. People
Or
are gonna
a
ask
cafe.
stuff.
You went to a bakery. We could meet there. There are plenty of places I could go.
Okay.
And then I could also babysit children on the side, and I could also clean the house. And you could take off my rent.
Maybe you'll find a husband. Oh, clean this house. Oh, okay.
Yes, part-time housekeeper, part-time private tutor.
Okay.
Why
Listen,
are
I wasn't shooting down your idea. I'm just testing your idea. I'm testing, you know.
You're interrogating me as if you were another
Yeah,
Falstat.
we need to have a structure.
Exactly.
All right, since
Oliver,
why are we
what?
Here?
It's going to take a while to get used to that. Goodness, I'm not great at coming up with stories, but great aunt promised us wealth, and when we came, it wasn't here. Now we have to work our way.
Stuck.
Why'd you stay?
Makes sense.
We're stuck. Can't get back.
Why can't you get
Can't
back?
even afford a train ticket.
Oh. But you can afford rent.
Well, that's because we're working. I don't know.
But you're not working for the train ticket.
Okay,
It's not worth going.
here's my story.
It's not where. Okay, so you came from a dump.
Traveling tutor.
Better idea.
Didn't I just say that?
You
Why does
had
everyone keep
your
repeating my
you had your
ideas?
vocal cords removed by a Vargan.
Oh,
Hear
okay.
me out. This
Okay.
is cool.
I'm listening.
The Vargan whispered in your ear after it took your vocal cords all the secrets to everything that you've ever wanted to know.
Do I speak Vargan?
No, you don't speak at all.
So I didn't understand it.
And so what you do during your whole days is you just write in your notebook what you want to invent, okay?
You took a vow of silence.
Oh.
I don't
Wait.
think he can do that.
Wait, did you say you don't understand him because you can't speak? Is that what you said? I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
What if I'm a soldier?
listen,
No.
I'm
No,
sorry.
we're not allowed to be soldiers.
If I can,
You could be a mechanic.
if I can interrupt,
I'm a
you two
mechanic.
do look like brothers.
Don't look anything
You
alike.
could be mechanics.
He's
car mechanics.
prepubescent.
Just because he's smaller and skinnier
He
doesn't
could
mean
be a
you
car
don't have the
mechanic
same.
and you are a
He
landlord.
looks
Facial
just like you. But
What if
younger.
we're married?
No,
That's
listen. I think you're.
I like to do a blur alert across
Yeah.
I'm sorry, stupid idea.
Landlord, freeloader, brother, inventor.
I'm not a freeloader.
In
Brother
your
inventor.
secret
Yes, he's a
place.
loser.
I live in the basement because I want.
We don't have a basement. There's
We
a
actually
flooding
do.
problem. Oh, we do?
Yeah.
When did I
I
miss
fixed
that?
the flooding
bathroom's down
problem
there.
last
Bathroom's down there.
week.
The bathroom's in the basement?
Yes,
That-
you do.
okay,
You do
no.
the repairs.
Bathroom is on
You-
the first floor.
Bathroom's on the
But you
first
do
floor.
have a basement.
You
There's
do
a
have.
basement.
You do have.
Handyman.
You do the repairs
Okay.
for his.
Handyman.
Get your stuff
Got it.
and go downstairs.
No,
But it's
why
flooded.
Is he have to go downstairs?
We
Because
don't
I,
have
I
to
didn't
switch
fix it
rooms.
yet.
Listen.
I didn't fix it
Yes,
yet.
but if he's not actually living in the basement, then
No.
he's not becoming
I
the
don't-
role.
So then, does that mean that Oliver and Morphe have to share a room now?
It's dark down
No,
there.
because like
That would be really weird.
no,
if they've
that
made
does
it
not
into the
happen.
house, it's
No, they're
it's
not.
far
They're not
too
gonna
late.
see it, but he needs to feel like
No.
he needs
If
to
we
feel
made
the
it
basement
into the
air.
house, we should already be gone.
You
Let
don't
him
have
have a
to
room.
live
It's
in
fine.
To truly believe that he lives in the basement, he has to live in the
Does
basement.
anybody
Do you want to
else
live in the
like-
basement?
I don't want to live in the basement.
But there's cool stuff down there.
He's not living in the
I
basement.
don't
dog.
think there's cool stuff down there. If
Listen.
do you want to live in the basement?
I
Seems like he does.
Do
There's
not.
cool stuff down there.
moving
You
on.
said there's cool stuff down there. You want to go down there?
Cool stuff for you, not cool stuff for me.
Well, you mean cool stuff for me.
Like
I
machines.
will live in the basement if this helps.
There's no machines.
No, nobody has to live in the basement. I was trying to get rid of him.
Okay.
Jokingly.
I will move to the basement.
No, you don't have to live in the basement.
I just need. I gotta pump the water out first.
It might be nice down there once you get the water out.
I think I could see it. You know, I can
See?
envision the
I knew
future.
it.
I think it will be nice.
I knew it.
But
I knew he wanted to live in the basement.
can I have your help?
We can do this another time.
Morgan, what are the signs
You
of black
don't
lung?
have to live in the basement.
He is my boss now. I have to do what he says. I don't have a choice.
We're just spitballing.
I am a good soldier.
Maybe instead of living in the basement, you have your workshop in the basement.
There you go.
I have my
And maybe a
workshop in the
cot
basement.
that you
And a cot in the
occasionally
basement.
Take a
crash
nap
on.
in, but not for more than like 2 hours.
Sure.
And
Stop chewing on your pen.
Sorry, I'm nervous.
okay, yeah, this could
You're
work.
nervous?
This could work.
This is a lot going on. I will just punch you in the face and break your nose. Like,
Please don't.
This is a very interesting landlord we have.
Then the most.
wasn't my idea to be the landlord, but
I was making a joke.
so what do you do here? You're just working.
I am working at the clinic.
What if they don't find you there?
And I
It's my day off.
will look around to see if there's anything local to go work at.
You don't actually have to get a job. You just have to come up with a fake job.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, then be unemployed.
Honestly,
You're
real
also
jobs
15
might not be a bad idea.
or something. Or
Uh,
more.
70,
Have a better
80.
ear in the.
well, you know what's a better place to have an ear is moving around the city every day. Honestly.
I think maybe Oliver could work in the church with Richard.
We're not talking to Richard, because then Richard's gonna.
I'm not talking to
Mikkel
Richard.
encouraged us to
talking to
lean on our
Richard.
contact.
He
so
was at Richard's house. Richard knows his name is Oliver.
I was thinking of offering the two.
He goes and he says his new name, and Richard's thinking, why?
The only people who need to know our new names are the Falstat soldiers who stop us and ask for our IDs.
Or the
Richard
other
and
civilians
Oliver
that
are
they
having
can-
lunch. A Falstat soldier comes into the church. He asks their names.
Richard's a smart guy. Maybe Richard doesn't even know he has a fake name. Then they ask to see fake IDs.
I
or
think-
IDs.
Does Richard have a church?
I don't know.
I thought he did.
Sounds like he doesn't.
He's a preacher. He has a church.
No, I don't think he does.
Actually,
I think the context clues are saying he doesn't.
I believe that gatherings forbidden in Proxtrania. Well, practicing, not so much, but gathering, yes.
Oh,
Based on that one prologue that I listened to,
is that true, Oliver?
Why would
What are you looking at me for?
I feel like you would know this type of thing.
Exposition machine.
I am from West Adelia. I have no idea what they do in Proximity.
Richard, what are you... Not Richard. Oliver, what are you good for?
he's a great medic.
Is he?
When?
Because when...
Can you punch him in the nose?
No, because he has a point.
I'm
Punch
not
Oliver
trying,
in the
I'm not
nose?
trying to be rude. I think I am. It's a family thing. But
Listen, he didn't help when there was the gunshot victim.
like, what have you...
I sent him away.
What are your skills? What have you done so far?
Okay.
I'm learning things.
He's learning things. Is that useful? How does that translate into a career?
Morvid is giving you, like, the most, like, death glare that you have ever seen come from her.
Marvin, you have beautiful eyes.
Listen, Cricket, nobody wants Oliver to no longer exist in the space that they are in, other than, like,
Listen,
more than me.
I
but
like Oliver.
we can
Oliver's my
just-
friend. I'm just trying to help him.
Okay. We
I
can
know-
sweep this to the
I
side.
know where I fall in line.
We can sweep this to the side.
Let's just say Oliver can read the books that I give him.
Fair enough.
I mean,
We didn't need to
Cricket
go
can
there.
read, okay?
Yeah, I'm
He's
willing to
trying.
Give me a
I'm
sentence.
tired of this. I'm tired of the discrimination.
Give me a sentence.
I'm
I'll
putting
read
my
it.
foot down.
I'll read
We're
the
not
sentence.
belittling people for not knowing how to read. It
Oliver's
wasn't
my
our fault.
friend. I'm just trying to help him.
We're trying our best.
What do you want?
By
You-
doing
do,
what?
do you want Oliver to just be useless? No, we need to find a purpose for him,
I
and I'm
think he's
trying to
very
figure out what
useful.
he wants to do.
He wants to be a medic, obviously.
Does he though? Does he?
No, because he doesn't want to be here. You're right. He's right.
He wants to be a medic.
He doesn't want to be a medic. He wants to go home. He hasn't told me what he wants to do ever.
Do you think that's his problem?
If you were home,
Oh,
what
your
would you want to
problem.
do?
It's a lot of yelling.
That's a good question.
Just all need to breathe.
Does he want to be a medic, or is he just forced into being a medic? Right now, he can be whatever he wants in this made-up world. I think this is a good chance for him to explore his desires, if that's a good way to put it. I mean, like, I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know. My dad was a farmer. My mom was a nurse. Doctor.
So, we're going to farmer nurse.
Look, there's not many opportunities in West.
Okay, we're making up opportunities.
Okay, he asked a question. Answer the question.
Why are we making up opportunities?
Because of our secret identities. Where have you been? I'm sorry. I like you. We're friends. We're friends.
If somebody came up to you in the street
Where have you been?
with a broken arm, would you want to fix their arm?
We've been talking about this for hours.
Then do your thing. Then be your thing. Be your thing. If that's what if you can hold up your identity, do your thing.
You could be apprenticing her at the clinic.
Family. Wow, isn't that so serendipitous?
I guess it makes sense.
It's a good point, mostly true.
Is that really what you want?
What?
To fix people.
Yes.
All right.
I trained under my mom.
All right. I didn't. I guess I never asked you that. I'm sorry. My bad.
I mean,
You know. Never mind. I won't.
Say it.
No, I won't.
We're laying it all on the table. Say it.
Why are you so scary if you want to help people all the time?
Because if you're not scary, you can't get what you really want.
True.
What do you really want?
To help people.
Okay, well, wait. I guess that's fair. I don't know.
I disagree.
Who do you want to help, though? Everybody, or just Falstat?
What?
It's like we're not going to be helping the Burn Gang when we're torturing them for information. But you do it for Falstat. I just want to find the line.
Listen, I called you scary, but I want you to know that I appreciate you very much. And that so far, you've been such a blessing in my life. But you just come across as someone that doesn't want to help people. You know, I get it with Oliver. Oliver, he's sweet, he's nice, he barely says anything. Once in a while, it seems like he's there, but usually it doesn't seem like he's there at all. But with you, you're an overwhelming presence of scariness, you know, of someone that I fear to be around. Even.
Do you notice that all that information came out just because I was looking at you?
I mean, I guess
There's more than one way to get what you want.
I'm not known to keep information secret, though. I'm usually one to blurt it out. That's why he usually tells me nothing.
And that's why I read people and determine what they're thinking.
Okay, what am I thinking right now?
Bread on bread.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was going to say he's thinking
I was literally thinking about a bakery. That's crazy. Okay, I get it. Okay, you're right.
Our story
You're
is
right.
that we are in a boarding house.
I gotta go upstairs for a second.
It's not a boarding house, it's just a house.
It's just a house.
Whoa.
It's the landlord.
I feel like I have no secrets in this world right now.
Upstairs now!
Oh,
Rock, you are the landlord, yes?
I wish I could hear you.
Rock, you are the landlord, yes?
Yes, landlord came into money. I now...
okay.
And
I'm sorry. Let's. What am I
It's
thinking?
not your turn to talk anymore.
I need.
Cricket.
What am I thinking about?
I grab you by the collar and say, "Your orders are to stop talking."
Okay.
Reshik says, "Stop talking." I'm just holding your collar. I'm not choking you. I'm holding the outside of your shirt. We've had enough.
I am your handyman. I'm going to my room.
You are the landlord, yes?
I am the landlord. I also, my job is that I just invest. So people can pitch to me. So I'll have meetings.
That was so funny to me.
Amazing.
I've got a lot of money.
Work at the clinic, yes? You work at the clinic. Morphe?
Yes, I do. I was like angry staring at Oliver over there. I'm so sorry. Distracted by anger. Yes.
And Oliver is apprenticing you and wants to also become a medic, yes?
Yes.
You are scouting out the location for a new business.
Sure.
Yes?
Hey, what am I thinking about now?
We should actually
We're
do
not
that.
doing that anymore.
Do what?
We should go to the clinic
I
and
just wanna
volunteer
know.
our time.
Sounds good.
Make your IDs first. Yes.
You know.
You're thinking about a fake name.
Cricket,
No, I wasn't.
did we decide that he is an inventor living
You didn't ask me.
in
I did ask
I
you.
wasn't listening.
That's fair.
Rock? Cricket is living here and inventing things, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Now let's come up with names.
Check this
I am
out.
going to
It's
the
a little
grocery
hand
store
that
and I
sticks
am
to
going
things.
to get us food and we all need to eat.
That's great.
A
I
proper
flipped
meal.
through the.
Do you mind if I go with you?
Might be better if we're seen with the people that we're supposed to be with, but what do you think?
I could go.
All three of us can go.
Here's some brawl.
It's either that or I go read useless textbooks. So.
Works for me. Great, let's go.
Are we good?
You should probably stay here, at least for a little bit.
You work in the basement, so I think that like you're around the clock.
The basement is flooded.
You're round the clock, the safe house guy. So I don't think that you have to leave the safe house.
Do I get the key?
Were you thinking after we printed our?
No, because you don't have to leave, so you don't need the door.
Mine, basically.
What name did you give her?
No, he handed you money.
we write them on
Oh,
there
okay.
afterwards.
Huh? Huh?
I thought you just handed
Right,
her.
Remember,
ID.
my name is Pauliver.
Your name is not Polliver
No, we
because
are
you
coming
told
up with
Mikkel
something
that, and
Falstat.
he can't know your name.
Okay, my name is.
You can't use any of the names that you used in front of Mikkel, and you can't use any of the names of the people in this room with 1 letter changed, or 2 letter change, or 3 letter change.
Pauliver! I'm kidding.
My name is Bricket.
I have the confidence that I have that we can complete this mission has gone to rock bottom.
Rock. That's your name.
It's now going below rock bottom.
That is his name.
I think we'll get over the speed bump. But this was not good.
Tiny Tim, no.
Tiny Tim is dead.
Tiny Tim. Okay.
That's happened before. I feel.
Those of you at home.
Matt is Tiny Tim.
And Matt just died. He fell.
He's fine. He's fine. He's
We're
fine.
all fine here. Everyone's fine.
We're losing our mind.
Yes, guys, go to the store. Don't talk to anybody.
Except for Benjamin King, because he is a friend of Mikkel.
I think maybe just make this first visit recon.
I agree.
You don't have your name yet, so don't be talking to anybody that's going to ask for it.
If anyone does ask for my name, it is Katerina Alexiev.
Of course, you already came up with your name.
Well,
'Cause
yes,
why
haven't
wouldn't
It's
you?
pretty smart that she probably should.
Everyone's writing down Katerina, but no one's writing down Pauliver. I'm really upset here.
That's because you can't use it because you told Mikhail you need a new name.
And you also can't use it because it's not a valid name.
Pauliver is a very valid
Katerina
name.
Alexiev.
Okay, what about Bolivar? With a V. No one's writing it down?
What about Edison?
That's a stupid name. No, never believe that.
Oh, you know what? Your friend from Skull, the guy that worked in the tool shed with you. What was his name?
Oh, Greg Gergerson.
No, Gregorison was his last name. Wasn't his name like Grohl?
Grohl Gergerson.
Grohl Gregorison. I feel like you would remember that
I'm
because you
writing it
worked
down.
with him.
Grohl Gregorson.
Grohl Gregorison.
Grohl Gregorson. That's.
I don't think that will work because you can't say it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna remember that.
I have a
You're
speech
enjoying
impediment.
What about like?
What about Anthony? Like cricket, but an ant instead.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, what was the tool that you made?
That's easy to remember.
The tool I made?
The tool that you made that was like the pickaxe, but the tip was like the dynamite. So you'd hit it in, and then the small charge would go off. That had a cool name that I'm making you make up right now.
Yes. The
Blow pick.
the only
Blow bit.
the only thing that's coming to my head right now is Boom Pow, the sound of my heart. But I don't think that's the name of
Boompa.
Boompa. Yeah, the Boompa.
The Boompa.
Yes.
Anthony Boompa.
Anthony
That
Boompa.
means that your last name has to be the same, yes?
Anthony Boompa.
Yes.
No, because
Yes, because
no.
you're brothers.
Yes, but
Different dad.
he is a bastard,
I am a bastard.
and I am a full
My
born.
mother was a whore.
Okay. That's my mother you're talking about.
Well, it's our mother, but
Yes.
my father. Ugh, terrible
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. A real dog.
Yeah, actually,
My name.
You guys gonna remember all this?
no.
Yes.
I will.
You have to.
No, not Borchev, but it's Yuri.
We're making this.
Yuri, because it's a Falstat name.
What's your last
Very
name?
popular Falstat name.
For those of you watching at home, Yuri was his first Ordinance character.
Huh?
Hosnet?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I thought you were saying Falstat. Yuri Falstat. Falstat. Yuri Falstat.
Wow.
Bond, James Bond.
You know what? And you know what? Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? Yuri
Dawkins.
Wow.
Because that'll
I don't think.
tie in if I'm ever stripped down.
It's a pretty common name, but
Dawkins.
it's a pretty common Adelian name.
Yeah. They named me Yuri because I was born in Falstat. But my mom, she read all the romance books from Adelia, so.
So she
She
changed
changed
her
her last
Your
name
mother is
because of the
Adelian.
books?
Yeah, don't you know how
Or
Falstat?
did she woo an Adelian man?
Yeah, that's what it was. She married an Italian man, and then she slept around with a Falstad man.
Okay.
And that's
Boomba.
Boompa.
Yeah, he wasn't a very smart man.
Anthony's dad.
He was
Yuri Dawkins.
I am going to go
He was
get ready
very
for our
handsome.
outing.
very handsome,
I'm
but
just gonna go with like Mark or something. This is insane.
You come up with the names.
Okay. Sounds good.
How about Poliver?
brisket. It's the first thing that came to my head. I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, me too.
You want us to pick up brisket?
No.
No, keep it simple. Let's do bulk rice, bulk beans.
That's our names?
I think that's the shopping list.
I'll be bulk rice. You can be bulk beans.
Bulk rice, bulk beans. If they have any chickens, live chickens.
I'll be Uncle Ben.
Do they have live chickens or refrigerated chickens? I don't know the era. Era.
I'm waiting. We
Oh.
need names before we go.
Ah, boy. How about
You look like a Nathaniel.
You look like a Poliver.
kept going with Mark. It's an easy one to remember. Not Poliver. Let's say Miriam.
Miriam. Mark and Miriam. And our surname?
Boompa's taken.
Gee. That's so sad.
Oh, I thought you said G as the last name.
McLeod.
What's your first name?
McCloud.
Mark.
How about Cuban?
Mark McLeod.
Alliterate.
Sounds like
Lydia
a
comes
cat.
back in and she's just kind of like finishing buttoning up.
Don't you mean
What did I
Katarina?
miss? What other names?
Mark and Miriam McCloud.
Very nice. And I look very like put together for the first time ever.
Richard
I have my
Pumbaa.
hair done up in a bun and I look like a school teacher / nanny.
You look like you're going to a funeral.
This is the clothes that we were given.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've never seen you like I've never seen you look like you didn't just roll out of bed and not sleep at all.
That is not how you say it.
I'm just
All
saying
right.
she looks good.
And for the record, Katerina has never been married. So
Last one. Yannick, we at least need a first name.
Wait, what is my name?
Let's go.
Anthony
Anthony.
Boompa.
Anthony?
Anthony.
Aunt, you could just have people will call you Aunt. How about that? Aunt.
Oh dear.
Anthony Pumbaa?
You didn't come up with anything better.
I came up with several things.
Oliver,
Let's
None of it was acceptable.
go.
Brickett,
Edgar. I don't know.
Alan Poe.
Do you think,
The poet.
Edgar goes with your accent?
I don't have an
Good.
accent.
This is
You do have an accent.
everyone has an accent.
Well, yes, I have a.
yes.
He's just a little boy.
accent.
I don't know what I should be called. Let's go.
No, no,
I'll make up a
Edgar.
new
Edgar.
accent.
Edgar Edivarian.
No.
Edgar.
Edgar Edison.
No,
Callahan.
I changed my mind.
What
It's a
about
terrible
Callahan?
name. No.
Kellerman.
We'll go with Kelvin.
Oh. Kelvin Celsius.
Kelvin.
Kelvin Chiproni.
Chipotle.
No.
Kelvin.
Okay, so like I'm supposed to go and tell people that my name is Anthony Boompa.
Boompa. Yeah.
And that's supposed to sound real.
You named the Boompa.
What
We can
about-
change the
Or-
boom.
What about Boracek?
Everyone's gonna recognize the Boompa as the tool that I invented.
Boracek
you
is a
named-
good
Boracek
common
is a good one.
last
He's
name.
not going to remember Boracek. He's going to remember Boompa.
Do you think you could remember Boracek? I don't want to assume anything.
I mean, I could remember Boracek if I wanted to remember Boracek, but Boracek is more like Snoracek to me.
Guys, he will not. He will not pick a name that doesn't sound like somebody else.
Polliver long ago.
Okay, your name is Anthony P. Boompa. The P stands for Polliver, but no one can know. Anthony P. Boompa.
Just call me Richard Dawkins.
No.
And remember, you don't have to
Okay, you're
tell
right.
people
That
his
name's
name.
ridiculous. No one would ever believe that that's a real name.
I think Richard Dawkins is fine. There's no one in this world named that.
How about
Richard, a common name.
Mike?
Dawkins, a common name. Glass.
Milk.
Mike Milk.
Mike
What about
Bread Flour?
Somehow, Boompa is better than that.
my boat's still on Boracek?
My boat's still on Boompa, but I do
Who
not.
knew that this episode was going to be 30 minutes of us naming ourselves?
It's 30 minutes of you wanting to be named Polliver.
We don't have to worry about him. Let's go.
Yeah, he's not leaving the house.
We can just call him the handyman
Not until
till he comes up
we
with
get
a
it
name.
straight.
So my name's Polliver. Got it.
All right, are we ready to go?
Don't worry. Anthony Pumbaa. No, sorry. Boompa.
Boompa.
Anthony Boompa. I don't remember that. Anthony Boompa.
Oliver goes to the table and says, he pulls up the Ionian Brot and kind of counts some out.
I already gave it to Lydia.
Oh, did you?
Well, I gave her some,
Gotcha.
but I pocketed all the rest of the money. What's groceries cost these days? $5, bro?
On our way.
Guess we'll find out.
Let's go.
Right.
I guess I'll stay here.
You're staying here? I'm staying here. It's just them going.
I, Anthony Boompa.
Are you sure about that?
That sounds like the most ridiculous name I've ever heard in my life.
You named the Boompa.
Done. You can't change it now. That's what I've got in my head.
Mm.
Come on.
Let's go.
Mark.
And
Okay, so
Katarzyna. but
Mark?
You can call me Kat.
Cat.
Yes.
Catherine
Mark?
Zeta.
Cat.
We'll let them leave, and we can
What
Miriam.
quiz each other.
Miriam. Mark. Oh, I forgot already.
Edgar? No.
Oh my gosh.
Kelvin.
Kelvin. That's right.
Okay. I'm not gonna remember. I'm just gonna go into the basement.
Guys, don't be
Oh,
long.
we won't
and
be long.
I think that Morbid had the right idea.
I'm gonna work on a.
The door's always going to be locked. You have to knock when you get back.
Special knock?
Special knock.
That sounded like a normal knock.
And every time that we answer the door, we have to be like, hello.
What if we did like a
And they can just say their names.
instead?
So
They can say their names at the door.
The real names or fake names?
The fake
They're
name.
I forgot the fake
names.
names already.
And if they can you just
Can I write them down?
stop. Just stop. And if you're being followed or if somebody's with you, you say what?
I'm being followed.
We don't come back until we're not being
No,
followed.
because
We say
you
that.
can-
We say we
No.
don't
somebody
come
could
back to.
somebody could force you, and you might need help. What do you say if if there's somebody watching?
What
or
fruit
somebody
is out of
following?
season right now?
hurry up. It's cold out here.
Hurry up! It's cold out here.
There's no strawberries at the market because they're not in season. So we could just say there's no.
the door.
Yeah, that is weird. No strawberries. At the
Hurry up. It's cold out here.
Hurry up! It's cold.
What if it's actually cold out?
You wouldn't say it.
You wouldn't
because
say
it's
it.
a
You just say
strange
your
thing to
name.
say.
All right.
And it's also hurry up because if somebody was forcing them to get in, they would be
cold outside.
showing urgency.
So if I'm actually cold, what should I say?
Don't say anything ever unless you're supposed to. You say, Anthony Boompa at the door.
That's the most ridiculous name I've ever heard.
Well, it's good because you're not going out.
All right. We are leaving now. Is it all settled? Great. Let's go.
Have a good time.
as soon as the door closes, I throw a stool across the room. And I'm like, you make it so hard to be a leader because you're always just cutting into things. Yeah, Yannick is sitting right there. Change your name, but just pick a good name. Not Poliver. Not Richard Dawkins.
It's the only idea I have is idea.
You don't need to come up with it right now.
Idea.
But Cricket,
Idea.
when we're talking, you need to stop interrupting people. It stopped being cute.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, at the market,
It stopped being cute a month ago. It stopped being
meanwhile, at the
cute a month
market,
ago.
we not only get what Rock has requested, but we
Yes.
also get a very nice dinner of like chicken, potatoes, some sort of green vegetable.
Anything not cruel.
Anything not gruel, something very nice.
I follow you to a part of the store.
And some seasoning.
corner store, and I'm standing my breath. I would like further explanation on that comment earlier. Doesn't have to be now.
What are you talking about?
When you said that you didn't think I wanted to help people.
No, I said that I don't think you need to be scary to help people.
I don't think you need to be scary to help people. I think there's a world in which never mind. And I'll just walk away.
He doesn't follow because he's. How do you guys? Are you like? Did you bring? Like Oliver has his satchel, so if you guys are purchasing things, you can just.
I had some sort of like a wallet of some kind in my personal items, and so I use that.
So you get all the things. Now, the guy who works here, kind of runs.
Benjamin.
Older gentleman, probably somewhere in late 60s. Wearing the old-fashioned grocer shirt, kind of with the pulled-up sleeves, the big apron. Very, very jaunty sort of guy. And like as people go through the line, he's he's got his regulars. So he's always talking with people, and sometimes the line takes too long. So you guys are just like waiting there because they're just like talking about things. And
I'm listening to things that they're talking about.
it's a lot of the stuff is like, hey, how's the wife? Things like this. A very normal conversation, something you guys have not heard in a long time. These are civilians. They don't care about what's going on. They're just living their lives. It's an awkward wait because Oliver doesn't really look at you because he's slightly confused and a little overwhelmed. So he just kind of like, he's just standing there, even quieter than he usually is.
I didn't. No, you don't have to be scary to help people. You're right. But the kind of help I want to give requires a little bit more.
I'm not following.
There's a specific kind of research that I want to do. And I need as much influence I can get to make it happen. Scary seemed like the right option.
Yeah, but like, what about the people you're helping? You gonna be scary to them?
Maybe. Once you put on a character, it's hard to shake it. I don't want to be mean. I just need people to take me seriously.
I've always taken people more seriously if they just are honest.
Not in Falstat. You can't be honest about everything in Falstat. You should know that.
Yeah, no, I know. I just don't really want to do something that I know is wrong, even if it seems right.
Then I think we'll have to agree to disagree on that. Have you ever heard of the train question?
The trolley.
The trolley question.
Where Mulder got hit with it.
Did you all see the sale that they're having on the potatoes? We can get to like 2 pounds of it.
On potatoes?
Yes.
You're not there.
Yeah, no, sure.
I just was asking. That was out of character. I didn't hear the question.
On
They'll
potato.
last. They'll last.
Yes.
They should.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get to about 4 because we have men who are going to want to eat all of this.
Good. And some growing boys too.
That as well.
So you guys paid for the meal, excuse me, for the groceries, and make the trek home. At this point in the afternoon, it's probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon, all said and done after getting settled and trying to spend a few hours convincing Cricket that he can't be Polliver.
We meal planned for the whole week and we brought back a lot.
Who's we?
We.
I did.
I would like to have picked up the chair that I threw.
If you had input, I would have taken
I did
it.
not have any.
And I want to put all
She
like
was
I
a
want
housewife.
to get the chairs from the table and
We
make
didn't
it so
carry
there's
it
like
with
a
him.
seat for everybody in the living room in like
But
a
he was
circle.
like,
Or like a
Okay.
semicircle, a half circle.
Okay.
And while they were gone, I have used extra pipes plus pieces that I've gained from the grandfather clock in the lobby to create a pump into the basement to be able to pump all the water out.
Give me a logic check.
Oh my.
Heck yeah. Logic. That's a pass.
All right. Yeah, you spend most of the time, and you guys hear like boom, boom, boom from the basement.
Ding, ding, dong. Whoa.
Now the clock doesn't work.
oh no.
You guys hear?
You have a pocket watch.
It's Mark.
And Katarina. And Miriam's here too, but she's not talking very much.
I
at
open the
the
door like
moment.
this much. I open it.
We got so many things. You're going to
Wow.
be so pleased.
While they were gone, Yannick would have left also on an errand.
Okay.
Ooh, it's secret.
And I picked a different name.
Oh,
Okay.
not Kelvin.
Not Kelvin.
It's not Kelvin.
No.
The note takers are flipping out right
That's
now.
right.
What's
One
your
of
name?
them's not even here.
What's your name now?
Hugo.
Hugo.
Oh, like the shoe boy from Hugo. The
Sure.
movie Hugo.
So you had the chairs in a semicircle?
Had the chairs, but now Yannick's gone, so.
You go ahead.
But you're not here.
Oh, you're not there, but you can still do the chairs without.
No, yeah, the chairs are done. Like I did the chair.
When do you arrive back, Yannick?
He would have gone. Well, he would have pulled out his 3-piece suit from when they came into Decravos, and put it on. Ironed out the creases, and walked to get a newspaper. And
Find out what day of the week it is.
yes, but no. And then looked for like where I changed my name.
Hugo.
Hugo.
Forget Kelvin.
Forget Kelvin.
Forget Tim.
Kind of looking for like the local newspaper printer person.
You mean you're
The printing press.
Like wherever the paper is.
so you're going to the actual like the newspaper company?
Yes.
The actual place.
Actual place.
All right,
He wants
yeah.
to find it.
Yeah, and I mean it's not really in this neighborhood. It's going to take you a bit of a walk.
That's okay.
Give me a persistence check.
I'm persistent. I'll use these dice. I just upped my persistence too. That is a 9.
So there is a local newspaper, Bartolon Times. And it's a large building, sizable. I mean, this newspaper would be distributed in the entire region of Barkstrania and in and around the city end. So, and it is open to the public. So if you're heading in,
I'll go
Okay.
inside.
yep. Large, like sort of a foyer open space. A reception desk. You can hear the presses in the back.
That's a really cool sound. I'll go up to whoever is like a clerk.
Yeah, there's a lady sitting there. She says, "Oh, sir, how may I help you? We do close very soon."
Hello, I am Hugo. I am new in Praxtrania, and I was wondering if you needed a food critic.
The food critique.
I have
You have-
several samples.
May I see your work?
Yes, from local establishments.
So she takes it and she says, "Now I do not make these decisions." She kind of like hits on the table to kind of get everything in order. I can put this in as an application.
That would be great.
So she sets them down and kind of puts them in a tray.
Like I said, I'm very new in town. I do not have a place of residence just yet, but I do have a P.O. box.
Please
Okay.
have a P.O. box.
If there is what is the best way to contact you?
This P.O. box, and I write
The P.O. box.
the P.O. box that I got on the way.
Hey, he's been gone hours.
Yeah.
The paper trail.
She says, for a walk-in application, these things take. I cannot guarantee it for at least a week
That's all right.
before you hear anything. So,
That's great.
do you have a resume as well?
Oh, yes, of course. I wrote this out earlier today as well.
She takes it, puts it with the stack, and she says, "I would check your PO box in a week.
Wonderful.
May I help you with anything else?"
No. Is that it all?
Have a nice night.
You as well. It's a very good paper. I read it on the
She's
way.
better.
Yeah.
She's better.
Okay.
Hugo.
She's better. She's better.
Need a name for a lady didn't know what it was gonna do.
Helen.
It's
No.
No, just Helen.
It's
not-
on it.
it's nice
Annette.
to meet you, dearie.
Cut to black.
That's Yannick's trauma.
That's in the pit.
It's Princess
Lisa.
Diane.
Lisa.
Yeah, get back in the pit.
It's
Nice
Dodie
to meet you.
Life. Diane.
No.
Get back in the pit.
Have a great day.
Have a good day. We shall she's welcome.
You all eventually reconvene back at. Is that the end of your thing?
Just wanted to get a job.
There are heavenly smells coming from the kitchen right now.
Can we get a technique check on the heavenly smells?
Yeah, that makes sense. Give me a technique check.
Smells like burnt potatoes.
Smells like burnt chicken, burnt potatoes, burnt.
That's really
rice.
good. Yeah, that's a major success. That's like
Okay.
I don't know, does
Well, we know her husband
14?
did not die from
That
bad food.
This is the first like good food you guys have smelled in
Yeah.
a long time.
And it's
you're gonna,
laying
you're
in
gonna
some
trash
Richard's
Richard's
house.
wife?
Well, that was good.
Trashing Richard's wife
In
like
the same
that?
vein, I would have taken Mark to not the closest clinic, but to a clinic in the old city.
Okay.
And tried to get a job
Okay.
with them.
Do you want to play that out?
Sure.
Now the closest one to the old city. Do you want inside the old city or close to the old city?
Inside.
Okay. Give me a persistence check.
8.
So you guys kind of walk, and as you're like going, like Oliver as a 17-year-old boy is just whistling to himself, totally forgetting about any sort of tension that you guys would have had. He doesn't say anything. He's just whistling, and just kind of like watching it, looking at all the sights as you guys go by.
What's he whistling? Like is it like a familiar song?
Yeah, it is a old, well, I should say not very old, a pub melody, but rewritten. You would know it mostly as a old war song, or a coming home from war song.
Okay.
And it's kind of like he's like not too bad at it. But you guys walk a number of streets, and this place it's bad looking. The old city is in rough shape. Keeping mostly to Laundra's territory because, at least right now,
If possible, not getting into Bjorn gang territory, as close to Fullgraves
sure.
Street as possible.
Yeah.
Whatever clinic
Yep. Mm-hmm.
center is closest.
Yeah. And you find what appears to be it's a clinic attached on to what looks to be like a local church here. And it's as you guys, I'm assuming you're going in. Lots of like the building inside is in rough shape. There is a looks to be like there's like one person that's kind of running a desk currently in here, and there's a few people that are kind of sitting in the waiting room, and most of it is there's like you hear lots of coughs, illness, all that kind of stuff. A lot of like mother holding a little baby who's crying, and as you walk in, the woman at the desk says, Woodful, we're...
No, I'm Miriam, and this is my brother Mark. We're looking for jobs, actually. I am a doctor, and he's learning. We're new to Proxdrania.
Pick up a count. We need your help.
Okay. I do.
Straight to work.
You guys are... you see probably 3 or 4 patients right away.
Mm-hmm.
They are overwhelmed. And there is, like, you're trying to write scripts for these people. There's like no medicine on hand here.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way to get medicine at the moment here. So you guys are trying to be creative in helping these people as best you can. Give me a logic check.
I just upped my logic. Hopefully it will help. Yeah, 13.
Yeah, and sometimes the and you notice this as you guys are working. Oliver's bedside manner is one of intensity with these people. He's always looking in the eye. He's always like, as soon as he is locked in with somebody, no one exists around him. And you notice that, like, some of them, even though you know, and by proxy Oliver knows, there's not much you can do. They walk away a little bit better, just because they feel a little bit more comforted. And you realize the time's been there for about 2 hours at this point. But the woman asks, "Can you start tomorrow?"
Yes. We may not be able to be here all the time. We have, as part of paying rent, we have to help around our boarding house, but we'll do our best to be here.
Thank you.
Is that all right with you, Mark?
Works for me.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you.
I would have also stopped for some fabrics on the way home. So dinner's cooking, and then later that night I'm gonna sew some clothes for all of us.
We have clothes.
Yeah, but I'm making more.
She's making more.
Can't wear the same thing every day.
It's true. Did I even? I don't think I gave her enough money to go on a spending spree. She's getting all the groceries and
That's why I'm
clothes.
sewing the clothes from scratch and not buying them pre-made.
Fair.
So as you all sit down for a nice meal and think about the mission ahead and your odd place in the Empire, I think we're going to end the session for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back 2 weeks from now. This Thursday, we should be doing some Vanguard
Gaming.
virtual Vanguard gaming. And then the following Thursday will be T7, our talk show. So thank you again for joining us. And as always, you ready, everybody?
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the table.
See you next time.
How can it be that as I roam, thy mercy follows me? Ne'er do I walk without thy grace, thy light abundant be. For great a sinner as am I, cannot thy will obey. But thou didst strike thy only Son, and made of strife when sorrows meet, and evil wins the day. I gaze upon thy heavenly seat, and darkness rolls away. Where can I go but to thy hand? It shields me in the fight. For all the days I walk this land, thou art my song at night. And when this heart shall beat its last, no more this air to breathe, thy call